Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brillman. I'm joined here by Solari, and we are here for the semi-finals of LFL 2021, and we are already at the ban phase.
Yeah, we are super quick today, and today we have a fight that is going to be legendary because yes, this is Vitality.Bee, and yes, this is Misfits Premiere, and yes, the bans that are coming in are good. I mean, they are really good. Look at that. Look at that. We have Lilia and Rel banned already. Lilia for the jungle, which is actually the jungle which I was thinking both teams would fight for today because both seem to be striking for... Ooh, something broke for our French colleagues.
Yes.
Okay.
I think they showed the Discord for a little bit of a second.
Yeah, well...
I absolutely agree with you on those jungle bans, honestly speaking. But what I'm interested about is, are they going to let Sharton play on Graves?
Oh
This
my
is something
god.
that I'm very
yes,
interested in.
that was the
because
second question I had because look, Nidalee is banned, so it only leaves Grace.
This is Tristana for Smiley, so I'm pretty sure that we're going to see Kai'Sa for Warlight, which is a pretty much of a common matchup that we see in in between both of those bot players, of those ADC players. Sharton is going to go with another pony, which is actually a good thing because that means that Memento won't have that one for himself. But Udyr is not in advance, that means you can answer with that. Also, we can see that the cow is also being picked by Misfits. That's Jack Troll's support right now, so that means that this is out of option for Vitality.Bee, but Thresh is not banned right now as well.
Oh, is it gonna be Mundo? No, they are
It's going to be Trundle. No? Yes, it's going to be Udyr.
Yeah.
This is pretty much of a common thing that we see in the in the recent games, especially after Youngkos have discovered it for himself at the... Wait, what?
No, they're just showing off. I'm pretty sure they're just showing off.
Hey, 10 seconds. Wait for it. Wait for it. Is it going to be... No, fine. Thank you. I was like...
Okay, it's gonna
Victor.
be Victor for mid lane. Okay, well, that's...
There's no Orianna, though.
Yeah, there's no Orianna, so there is an option for Azir. There is an option.
Do you really want to go... Do you really want to go
Azir
Azir against Victor, though?
Zoe would not be the best option too.
Maybe Lucian. Maybe Lucian, actually.
Maybe.
I mean, it's not the best choice. It's,
Light on Jinx!
Holy moly, mother of God.
Oh,
That's
yes.
something that he used to play, I think, in solo queue quite often.
Yeah. That's the interesting
And I don't
thing.
think we've seen it, actually.
No, absolutely not. I mean, maybe somewhere mid LFL, but I don't recall.
Neither do I, actually.
Yeah.
So that might be actually the very first stat that we have Jinx played by Walleye. So this is going to be even more interesting. I'm telling you about. I want to see those sniper big rockets, big mega super rocket of death.
Nautilus isn't banned. That is, I think it will be followed by Thresh ban just to cut Vitality.Bee out of good options for bot lane. And then Zoe.
Zoe?
Yeah. And something else for the mid lane, probably from Vitality.Bee, just to secure mid lane for Diplex.
I mean, I suppose you also do want to try and secure yourself the top lane. Top lane is now available for both of the teams. Neither of the teams have picked the top lane. That means that both of players... Oh, Leon is also joining the bans.
So Thresh is open, so it's going to be probably Thresh for Vitality.Bee.
If it's not going to be banned by Vitality.Bee. That's also a possibility.
Why would they ban him?
To go with some kind of a more aggressive.
No, they're banning my headcanon picks for Certus.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, so somebody always has to be right. So I'm pretty fine with the fact that I wasn't right on the second time. At least I was right with the.
Seraphine mid lane against Victor.
There is no Seraphine in the ban, that's true.
Yeah, that's
I haven't noticed
a very unique situation, actually. Usually Seraphine is one of the first bans together with Rel and something like...
But honestly, I have my eyes set upon top lane right now because we have both Gnar and both Aatrox, which is two the most iconic champions for both of the top laners. Are we going to see Hustling on Galio again?
Yes.
Oh my god, this is going to be pretty brutal.
And this time he has some champions in the enemy team which he will be good against. Like, good.
For example, Seraphine.
Yes, I'm looking at you, Seraphine, pink-haired girl. I mean, I kind of understand you, but I don't.
I'm
Talking about
confused
top
anyway.
lane. Talking about top lane, we have Nara banned, but basically
Nara's
everybody,
banned.
yes,
Okay,
everybody
fine.
else is available. Here he comes, Renekton. So it's gonna be, it can be Jace.
Aatrox.
Actually, Jace is available. It can be Aatrox.
I think that Aatrox will be better for the team
Gragas,
composition, I think.
Gangplank. I would say Aatrox. No.
Or Cyan, yeah. I mean, I was thinking about the fact that it's better to go with a bit of a more chunkier composition right now because you still have a lot of damage dealers. Speaking about the fact that I think that Certus is about to go into the full AAP build because I mean, there's no real point in picking Seraphine at the mid lane.
I really hope so. I hope not to see any Moonstone on Certus this time. Like,
I mean, you're playing against Victor and you already have Alistar in your team, so I think you can go for it quite safely.
Yeah. I think Misfits Premiere need a lot of damage here because they will need to shut down Smiley, they will need to shut down Raven, and they will need to do it quick enough.
I mean, they have a lot of damage. They possess a lot of damage already because thinking
I'm
about
it, builds right now, yeah.
Yeah, I totally understand you, but I'm just thinking about the fact that they possess quite a bit of a damage, basically combined with some tanky chunkiness. Because right now it's a bit of a more of a bruiser-oriented team composition. You have Hecarim, you have Cyan, who's going to be a little bit more full tank, that is true, but he also possesses quite a bit of a damage as well for his own self. And you also have the Alistar, who's going to be a very, very good tanky champion with lots of control for himself. You have Jinx, which is... she's going to just explode things around. That's what she does.
That's going to be a lot of damage.
And you have Seraphine, so it's pretty much a very good team. But what I'm thinking about, though, it's pretty much the same case for Vitality.Bee. So if you ask me, like in this particular side of team composition that we're talking about, the teams are pretty much even.
I would say, though, the difference lies in the amount of control that teams have. Because there is not too much of control in both teams, but Misfits have a little bit more of it, especially with the help of Ultimate from Seraphine, and just with Seraphine in general, and then Hecarim, a little bit coming from Cyan as well, while from Vitality.Bee it's Galio, and...
It's all, I mean, almost everybody at the team of Vitality.Bee do possess some kind of a control. Maybe, well... basically, except Tristana because she has a slow, nothing else. But Udyr can stun you, Victor can stun you. Ultimate, yeah, basically.
A little bit.
I mean, it's not exactly control, but yes, it is sort of a control. You have Galio with loads of control, and you also have the stun from Renekton. But it is safe to say that Misfits do have a little bit more of that because they have, basically, they have the Galio of their own with an Alistar. They have Seraphine with this very, very useful Encore Ultimate. They have Cyan with a knockup that, regardless if you hit the pain train or not, you're still going to have the knockup from your Q. And they have Hecarim with both the knockup and the fear from the Onslaught of the Shadows.
Yeah.
So, and that's just regarding, you know, the slow from Cyan if he hits you with the spitty thingy. I don't remember. I think it's his W. No, it's his E, I think. And then with the... binding and the slow from Woolite, there is some, like, a bit of a more space to move in for Misfits.
Yeah.
But it is pretty safe to say that Victor possesses a little bit more damage than Seraphine.
Yeah.
Renekton possesses a little bit more damage than Cyan. So
Truly agree.
I absolutely bless you over here.
Thank you very much.
So, you know, it's a bit of a... I think that at this particular composition, I'm so excited right now. I'm already shouting, but it doesn't matter.
We have some more games to play today. Take care of your voice. Not to play,
yes, that's true. I absolutely cracked it the previous time that we were casting those games because Vitality.Bee have been just going nuts in the previous games that we're also going to cover very, very soon. But just to finish on the point... I just legitimately think that both of the teams right now, they basically do meet at the team compositions and they're pretty even because one team possesses a little bit more of the damage and the other team possesses a little bit more of a control. So it's pretty much even for both of them.
Yes. Can I also point your attention to the fact that Woolite took cleanse for him this time?
I mean, he doesn't really want to be caught anymore, so I can understand that, surely.
He really wants to leave and to be able to...
Certus on the mid lane. We have... what's a very interesting engagement here from Hostin. Woolite is maybe actually going down pretty soon. He uses Cleanse without actually kind of a need to do that, because I don't think he was in that much of a control. Maybe that was accident, because he thought that was a heal. And also, I was very worried for Certus over here, because he went for that very, very deep water, you can see right now on the minimap.
Yeah.
But before action starts to kick in, although I have a feeling that this game is going to be quite brutal already, because it seems like both of the teams are really determined to win the semifinals. Can we just have a little bit of a second to talk about both of those teams? Because just Vitality.Bee, they've been on fire in the previous week.
I have absolutely nothing to add. They were...
Hello, Memento. Is it going to be a tower dive? I'm completely lost over here. Memento just passes by. Oh, here we go. That's a very good engagement. Actually, from Jackstraw, Smiley might be going down. He is going away with his W, but his Ignite is going to pop him up. No! He survives on 5 HP!
What is happening? How do you even do it?
The luckiest mother of... I'm not going to continue. I'm not Samuel L. Jackson. I can't do that. But whatever. Lucky guy you are. Memento might be actually looking for some kind of a gank over here. Here comes a knock. Well, it's not exactly. It's a push away from Jackstraw. That just says, get away from here.
Oh yeah, well that was very intense. I was pretty sure Smiley was going down with that Ignite on him. That was really close for him. But to go back a little bit, I finally found the word, what I was trying to say back there. In the last games that we saw, Vitality.Bee usually don't show their best in the first game. They usually try to wait a little bit and then unleash their full potential, already knowing what their enemies are capable of. As I said before, I said probably this will not exactly work with Misfits, because they are the team who are really good at adapting to the enemy. So I'm really curious to see what Vitality.Bee will pull off their sleeve this time.
It seems like both of the teams is actually very good at adapting to both of each other, because it's both the case for Vitality.Bee and it's the case for Misfits. Yeah. They both have shown to be, let me put it like this, quite masterful with this tactic. With that kind of a strategy. But it's a bit of a different situation that we are in right now, because you don't have the luxury of waiting out. Ooh, Smiley, and that's a very good trade for Smiley, actually.
Smiley's going super aggressive this game.
I mean, look at the creep difference. He has all the means to do that. Woolite is extremely behind, which is not exactly to be surprised. That's not exactly a surprise, just because of the fact that Tristana is extremely good at farming the minions because of the passive. Ooh, here we go. That's some kind of exchange of initiatives over here. Another Ignite going in Jackstraw. This from Smiley. That was also a flash from Certus, because Momentus seems like he was trying to get in a gank. Here comes Stotson onto Raven. Premature flash from Raven might actually cost a first blood, but it was no follow-up from Aggressivo. Action is happening everywhere around the map.
Action is happening everywhere on the map, and actually both teams seem to be really nervous, because you could see a lot of really small mistakes here and there, like Woolite not placing the traps correctly, this premature flash from Raven that we just saw. It's like both of them know that the stakes are extremely high. Obviously they know, that's stupid even to say, but I have a feeling that that there might be some action
here comes the bench train! The bench train doesn't really hit the points though, but the chase on Memento is exactly real. Deeplex is going to go there to join the fray, and now the Misfits are going to retreat because they don't really want to chase him down that super deep. That means this fight for actually nothing. I don't even see the crab over here is not going to go any more further. Memento is at the bot side though. That means he has an opportunity to try and go for a gang, but there's a water. He's not going to be spotted because he's going to basically... No, Vitality.Bee I'm sorry, for Misfits rather. They are aware of the fact that Memento is maybe planning to go into the enemy jungle, so they secure the forest or the jungle for themselves. I absolutely agree about the fact that the stakes are very high and that both of the teams are extremely nervous. This is something you can see, and this is something that is absolutely true, because I mean, yes, the fight for the EU Masters is already over, we know that, but the fight for the LFL itself, for the spring itself, is not over. And Misfits have secured themselves the second place. They were surely taking the semi-finals from themselves, but Vitality.Bee have just stormed themselves through the quarterfinals and stormed themselves to fight against Misfits. Misfits wants to play against their basically arch nemesis in this exact LFL, which is KC.
Yes.
And they have lost the tiebreaker for the EU Masters, and a very unfortunate tiebreaker actually, because they have pulled off an amazing game with MCES right before the tiebreaker. So right now, Vitality.Bee, they just feel this rush. The morale is getting boosted as much as it can possibly be boosted from them. But Misfits are not really looking to throwing away that game. They want to win it. They want to prove that they are one of the best, if not the best, team in the LFL, in the French region. And I think that both of the teams have an opportunity to do that here today. It's just a bit of a question who's going to be better.
Yeah, and that's why we've been looking so much for this game today, because oh no, it doesn't catch duplex right there, because the teams are pretty equal right now. Like, they were in completely different positions during the double robin of the LFL, but now that Team Vitality.Bee, as you said, just managed to rise from basically nowhere to being here at the semifinals. They seem to be pretty equal, though the viewers of our French colleagues don't think so. Actually, most of them think
they might be not thinking so, but here comes the paint train, and here comes the gank onto the top lane, but it's going to be answered with a gank from Vitality.Bee as well. Maybe Raven is not going to live to tell the tale. No, he's not. He's going down. That's the first blood. Ultimates is being burnt. Everything is being burnt. Actually, Shadow might be in kind of a bit of trouble right now. Memento is getting away because of his movement speed. That means that Misfits are going to get away with this with no problem, and maybe even take the Herald for themselves if they decide to go for it. Basically I tried to counter gank from Vitality.Bee, but there wasn't that much in point. That's probably the main idea why is it very important to secure yourself a Hecarim at the beginning of the draft, and that's why they went for it, hustling, maybe trying to some kind of a disturbance. But the bot lane of Misfits is already here. Deeplex is still not going anywhere. Jacktrow and Certus both trying to take control of the mid lane, but the Herald is probably going down. Yes, it is definitely going down towards Misfits. They're going to take it with no problem. Memento is not going to be here in time to try and fight for it, although Smiley is farming.
He's farming, and he's taking the turret plates, and he's overall feeling pretty well. Though I must say, Woolite is farming pretty well too. I was thinking whether it's Smiley farming so well, or he's just not letting anybody who's standing against him on the lane farm, because you could see always the huge difference between Smiley and whoever else he's staying against on the lane. But now Woolite is pretty. He's doing well. They're actually going equal in terms of the creep stats. So I'm not sure what is the secret of what was the secret of Smiley.
I think that that's the idea of Tristana, basically because of her E. I mean, you are able to explode the minions with your passive from your E, and also explode them, you know, on the way to go. Oh, might be some kind of a fight here in the jungle. Memento has the blue buff. Shanson doesn't. That means he's not going to have enough mana. Smites the Grompo though for himself. 2-level leads for him.
Oh,
30 creep difference. That's
that is
a big
massive.
difference.
That is why you secure Hecarim
But
for yourself.
Memento is going for the dragon. He's going to be able to take it in time because they have a lot of control on the mid lane and both at the top lane, and they know that Shelton has backed. He's going to go back with the cam tank though.
Yeah, but that's going to be the first raid though, which will go to Vitality.Bee. I must say though, yeah, here it comes. I must say though, I'm a little bit surprised as to why there was no ban of Hecarim during the ban and pick phase from Vitality.Bee, because there was a ban from a pretty early ban of Lilia coming from Misfits Premiere, and Vitality.Bee out of all the junglers, because there is a pool for Schladen that you can ban, but they decided to go only for Needle. I don't think there were any other jungler bans at all.
I don't think either.
Yeah, so I think it was just Needly, so it left Schladen with pretty much a lot of good options. And Hecarim was the most obvious one of all of them.
One of the most at the very least, yes, absolutely. Yeah. I'm quite surprised about it as well. Maybe we're going to see the plan from Vitality.Bee. Maybe we'll live to tell the tale, but here comes the engage. Here comes the paint train also, and a teleport on the bot lane, but it's not going to save Hostin as he's going down pretty relatively quickly as the fight continues right now. A good stun from Deeplex onto 2 members of Misfits. That means the fight is not going to continue as they would have loved to, because Vitality.Bee found an opportunity to disengage. But Schlatten is on the chase onto Smiley. Woolite fighters here as well. Maybe we're going to see the pop of the Herald. Probably yes. He's going to be spotted on the wall right now. That means he has to go back because there's a lot of damage coming from that Tristana already. Here comes the Herald pop, as we were thinking. Memento is already here to try and help his teammate out, but Jack Troll is already here as well. That means we might have some kind of a continuation of the skirmish that we had on the Dragon Pit. But here comes, I think it was 2 terror plates. Yes, it was 2 terror plates, not 3. Still a good thing for Team Misfits. It's a realization of their lead over here. Memento is going to be caught in the jungle right now. Actually, here comes the Hustlin's Hero's Entrance, but it's not going to save Memento, I think, or maybe it will. Here gives him a very good taunt as well, and Deep Select is also here to join the fray. Schlarzen is going down relatively quickly. The Chaos Storm is going to chase him down, and that means he's going down. Hustlin was almost able to live to tell the tale, but Noddy is going down as well. Not the best fight for Team Misfits right now. Vitality.Bee is able to pull this off in a quite of a nice fight as they exchange. Was it 3-1? I think it was 3-1.
Yes, it was 3-1. And to be fair, I usually don't do that, but Jack Troll, why? You could see him being completely not in the fight when the fight has already started. Like here, he goes, he controls Memento. Yeah, it's Memento. He controls him, but then I don't know what happens here. Probably he was trying to look for an opportunity to use the Hex Flash. But he just loses all the time, and while he's losing this time...
No, he had a flash available. He didn't flash.
No.
He flashes over here.
Yeah. So while he's wasting the time, his teammates die. Because they don't have this chunky part of their team with them. So I have a really big question, but I have already mentioned it.
All right, and also in the meantime, I just want to point out Certus's Moonstone.
Yeah,
so
Certus. Why?
I am not exactly sure if they're really going... I mean, you're going to benefit a lot because of that healing, that is true, so that will give Misfits even more of sustainability. But are they going to have enough damage? This is one of my primarily questions, especially in the mid and the late game, in case we're going to go into the late game. I'm not exactly sure.
Considering that the opponent has Victor, why would you sacrifice a good chunk of damage from any good damage-dealing AP item to go for more sustainability? You have already sustainability from Jack Troll if he is with his team. You have Aggressivo, so you have Schlarzen, who can also count as a champion who can sustain a little bit of damage.
It's a bruiser-ish champion, yeah. So you are able to rely on him. So, I mean, on the other hand, maybe you will be able to heal it out. This is one of the things as well, because there's not really that much of a target for Victor to one-shot. There's basically Certus who's going to be able to live it through because of, for example, his Zonias, and also because of the healings, and maybe because of the charms. And there's also Woolite.
Woolite, who is a champion who cannot escape.
Yeah, that's all. But, I mean, he has the cleanse available for himself, also the flash, so he has some kind of a meaning of escaping. Regarding outside of that, you don't really have. Schlarzen is going to here for a gank. Memento is here as well. But Smiley reacts on this on time. That means he's going to be able to escape. The gank is not going to be this is going to be a no-go. But Certus is already here. They are looking for the first tower. I think they're going to be able to take it.
Yes.
Probably. And I'm just going to fastly continue in my point before we just jump straight into some kind of a next action. There's not really much else targets for Victor to one-shot. Because you can't one-shot Hecarim, you can't one-shot Alistair, most likely, and you are definitely not going to be able to one-shot Cyan. So, I mean, even though I don't necessarily agree, I do kind of understand why they went for it, and here comes some kind of a fight that we've been speaking about, Aggressivo and Schlarzen on the chase, but here comes this super mega death rocket of death, not going to hit the target, but the Q will. Aggressivo picking up the second kill for himself. Slice and dice from Raven, that means he's going to be able to escape, probably from that bit of a fight, but Jack Troll is already here. Here comes Hustlin as well. There's a good knock-up, and he even throws Hustlin more far in there. Here comes a good biting and a charm. Aggressivo is here to join the fight. Very good taunt from Hustlin, but he's not going to save his knife. He goes down as well. Third kill for Aggressivo as he's on the streak right now, but the tower is going down. Also, Smiley continues to find himself while Misfits take the Herald after some kind of a successful fight at the top lane.
That was a pretty good and pretty successful fight that will secure the Herald for them, and hopefully...
And also the tower!
Yes, and the tower, that's a tower for a tower, so I would say pretty much they are so far have benefited from that fight. The only question is that there is a dragon, and that might be the second dragon for Vitality, because Smiley is, yes, he is going to go and take the dragon.
Jacktro is coming there. Memento, I'm sorry. Schlatten is not there. We're going to see actually a replay just before we're going to jump straight back in. We're going to see a replay of what is happening over here. And yeah, that was just such a good snipe from... Oh, we're having a fight, actually, in the meantime, in the real life. Here we go. Jacktro might be going down pretty quickly. The dragon has been taken, and Misfits are trying to take the fight in themselves. Here comes Smiley is going down. So does Schlatten, actually. Hustlin might be caught here by Aggressor. Here comes Sturtus with a very offensive flash, but it's not going to catch anybody. And even Hustlin is going to escape on a very low HP, and so does Jacktro. Maybe we're going to see a bit of a replay what happened here in the Dragon Pit. But the Cloud Drake went to Team Vitality.Bee. We're going to have an Ocean Soul for ourselves. Something that I think both of the teams are actually going to try to fish in. We're going to have the replay. Jacktro giving his team a good vision and a teleport from Cyan and a Pain Train, and we have seen the rest.
Yep, that was, I would say, a good fight for Misfits Premiere. Yes, it's 1-1, but the way that Aggressive just went and fished for Smiley, it's a good sign for me, I would say. Cyan is a good sign for me. That's it.
Cyan is signing good signs,
yes,
as one would have said. And while we are still in the game, a 19th minute is passing by right now. 2,000 goal difference in the favor of Team Misfits, but I would say that the teams are going relatively in toe-to-toe momentarily. The Herald is going to be popped in the mid lane. Tower is probably going down. Yes, it is going down.
Yes. I wouldn't say that they're going toe-to-toe. Right now, I see some advantage on Misfits' side, and if they manage to push and secure the momentum, they will be able
Smiley!
to win this.
I'm very sorry for interrupting, but Smiley might be in a bit of a trouble. He's going to be caught by Woolite over here. Here comes a Buster shot as well. Jacktro is already here to try and join the fray. Woolite is at the half of his HP already, trying to chase Smiley down. He's trying to get himself into some kind of a fight. Will be able to escape. I'm not exactly sure about that. Here comes the initiation, and just blink and you'll miss it. Smiley's going down.
That was a really good catch from Jacktro, actually catching Smiley when he was jumping towards Woolite to go and do the
mid-air
damage. Yeah, mid-air, exactly.
It's like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. Get over here.
Yes, something like that. Thank you. Ooh, we see a Baron coming in. That's something that both teams will try to fish for, definitely. You can see Misfits are they're already starting him.
They're already fishing for it. Smiley is 7 more seconds into the countdown of his resurrection, and I don't think Vitality.Bee are actually even aware of that fact that the Misfits are already going for that Baron. It's not going down way too fast, though. Only half of the HP is still left. Memento is here to try and fight for it. Jacktro is going to try to do something about Memento is fishing for maybe for a flash. He has it available. Yes, he has. He goes in there. Here the fight starts. Maybe he's going to be stolen. It's not going to be stolen. Secured by Certus. A very good charm from him as well. And 2 members of Vitality.Bee are going down extremely quick. The Certus is going in order not to die in here, and the Crocodile is going down as well. Successful Baron for Team Misfits as they go down with 5,000 gold difference in their pocket.
You did it. Good. Yeah, good for Misfits. That's exactly what I was talking about. They just needed to, hop on whatever advantage they had already and just build on it, and they did it. This Baron was really aggressive, just starting to take it at that moment.
Risky.
Yes, it was risky, but it paid off. It completely paid off, and now Misfits are in a very good situation. Look at the kill difference. 4-10.
4-10. Although I would have expected it to be a bit of a bigger. Is that a bro fist or something like that from Schlatten? That was. I think that was a sign of respect of something like this. Not exactly sure.
I'm not sure. I am not sure.
Oh, Smiley in the meantime is actually pushing the top lane. Sign is going to go and try to stop him. The Pain Train is not available for him. That means the onslaught is not going to bring him to the place as fast as possible. But Misfits are taking down the first tower in the mid lane to get into the enemy's base, and they do that without any kind of a problem. Inhibitor is going down as well as Misfits now retreat with a very good victory in their hands. Smiley in the meantime cleaning off the jungle and probably trying to get away.
Himself.
Maybe he's going to be caught by Aggressive. No. Oh, sneaky Smiley here.
Whoa.
Sneaky little Yordle.
Sneaky little, yes, sneaky little Yordle, good for you. Okay, Misfits seem to be going to secure the Drake potentially, because that might be the third Drake for Vitality.Bee, and that already doesn't smell very good. But they still have the burn buff for a little bit more than a minute. It's still with them, so it's still a good opportunity to do something on the map. Raven will try to push to finish what the work that Smiley started a little bit earlier, and maybe finish that poor tower in the top lane.
As one very, very famous Sith said, I will finish what you started, Kylo Ren. Is he going to be able to do that? I don't actually think so. The teleport is coming up for him very, very soon. That means he's going to be able to join the fight. Memento is going down at the going back to the base, though that means that they're probably not even actually going to try and fish for the steal of the Drake. They are absolutely aware with the fact that Misfits are doing it, but they're not going to steal it because they don't have the opportunity. Warlight continues to push with the Baron, but they have 30 seconds more in their pocket right now. I think that Vitality.Bee are looking maybe to try some kind of initiation while the rest of Team Misfits is at the different sides of the map. The hustling is going down way too quickly, though, for any kind of initiation. Warlight already possesses all the damage. It's the Kraken Slayer and the Lord Dominic's in these hands already. 5-on-1. 5-to-1, I'm sorry, his score is. That's a pretty big thing. And here comes the siege of the base, and the fight continues. The hero's entrance, the pain train, everything is getting in there. The charm is getting in there. And the fight is just brutalized. Misa are taking the first kill. That means the hustling is going down. Here comes the second and the third member of Vitality.Bee. Only Raven and Team Blix are left to tell the tale, and I don't think they will tell this tale because they're not going to be very happy to share it. The Nexus turrets are the only things that stand in the way of the Misfits of taking that very first game of the series. They're going to do that. Jacktroll tries to fish for some kind of initiation over here, but the defensive flash is going away. They're going for the Nexus, and they will take it in a brutal fashion. The first game goes to Misfits.
They took the Nexus, and they took the first game with fire and blood, because that was brutal indeed.
I like the Easter egg. I like the Easter egg of the fire and blood.
You shouldn't be the only one who drops Easter eggs here, okay?
I absolutely agree.
Okay, but what worries me a little bit is, was it again a rehearsal for Vitality.Bee? If it was...
It might have been.
Yeah, if it was, Misfits Premiere might be not in the best position, because with this first win of the first game usually comes this feeling that you're the best, you know? Your morale boosts up, maybe even too much. And that's the moment when you really need to be careful, because your opponent might be fishing for this and might be fishing for your mistakes. So I really hope that Misfits Premiere stay calm and play at their best. And I really hope that Vitality.Bee show them a good fight, because we will be back soon with the next game.
I absolutely agree. We will be soon back for the next game. I am losing my words already. That's how much I'm excited to see what is going to happen here today. Stay with us. We're going to be right back. Good evening, Vietnam! We're back at the second game. Misfits against Vitality.Bee. Semifinals. The first game went to Team Misfits. Let's see what Vitality.Bee can pull off in the second game, because as we know, they mostly get hyped at the second or the third game of the series. Let's just start the best of 5. I just remind you, in case you have forgotten, my name is Broman, and I'm joined here by Solari. Here we go, the second game.
Yeah. I mean, Vitality.Bee usually get hyped at the second game, and they continue the hype spike to the third game and the fourth game, and they just win whatever they see.
And they win.
Yeah, that's how they conquered the LFL. But will it work this time? That's the question, because knowing Misfits Premiere, they tend to do their homework, and most probably they smell something fishy about Vitality.Bee. At least I hope so. So I hope that they come prepared, and I hope that they are ready to give a fair fight.
It's like, we're smelling something here. No. We're not letting you to pull this off on us. No. You can put your strategies away. Your masterful strategies over here. We're not going to let you to do that. For some reason, I apparently went full on Judy Dench mode right now, just all of a sudden. Okay. But it happens, it happens with everybody. Happens with every decent caster.
If you say so.
I'm sorry about that, but here we go. Ban phase. Okay, so what do we got? Lily again from Misfits. Oriana again from Misfits, which is actually a little bit of a surprise for me. Rel and Seraphine, not surprising at all.
Yeah. Kai'Sa.
And
Oh, that's a good ban now.
Maybe because they don't really want Smiley to try and change the picks. They want him to go with the Tristana because they know they can handle Tristana.
Maybe, actually, yeah, because last time they managed to shut down Smiley pretty well, especially with the help of Jack Troll and Alista. Ooh,
And Jinx is getting in the bounce. Well, no surprise actually, because right now they're trying to limit their options as much as they can, which is
but
which is a very
actually that's interesting. First of all,
Okay.
aggressive taking Tristana. Secondly, Vitality.Bee usually tend to look at the first game and assume that that's the strategy that their opponent is going with. For Misfits Premiere, they are liquid. They can go with whatever strategy they want to pull, with whatever pick they want to pull. So you cannot just go and
like the
limit their
liquid
options.
Terminator from the Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Maybe.
Like, just going.
But like, what I'm trying to say is that you cannot really limit their options. They have too many options for you to stop them completely. Ooh, and that's hack.
But here they go. Vitality.Bee are not trying to pull off the tactics that the tactic they had pulled off of basically all the quarterfinals in before. So now they're trying to lock in. They are locking in the hacker from the sum. So that meaning that the Shartan can't go hacker him for himself. Probably they're now gonna go and take something like Cyan, maybe Alistair. They can't go with Seraphine. They can't go with Tristana. No, they're gonna go with Victor again. Not the worst of the strategies because we know duplexes can do wonders, and they don't have the Seraphine anymore. So that means that Certus really has to find out some kind of a different answer. But Syndra is not in the bounce, so I think that maybe we're going to see some Syndra or maybe Rise action. Udo is going here for Shartan. No surprise for me at all because that's some kind of a very solid pick against Hikrim. That's just only a matter of a question: how well do you handle this? Here comes the Gnar for Raven because it's not in the bounce.
Yeah. Still a lot of options available for the top lane from Misfits Premier side to answer this. Aurelia. Okay.
I mean, you don't really want to see that against Gnar and Hekrim because it's a possibility that she can just go wild, or she can go mid lane and be wild again.
Yeah.
I mean, we know what people can do in the mid lane just in case they want to, because we know what things can, for example, Caps pull off. Like just going Kane mid or Vayne mid or Aurelia mid and then just blast everything open. The Kalista ban, I think that right now Misfits are going to try to get themselves on the top, on the bot lane, while Vitality.Bee are trying to focus their sights on the top lanes, trying to shut down Aggressivo.
Yeah.
Like eliminating something that wasn't picked yet is the strategy to go with for both of the teams.
Question is, what is Smiley going to pick now? He's pretty much cut out of 4 good options.
Aphelios or Ashe. We've seen that quite a lot of times as well. It's a very decent pick against Uj as well. You can go with Vayne too, but I mean, you could go with that.
Yeah, there is still Leona available, by the way, so that could be an interesting.
Maybe we're going to see Jacktra and Leona. I would be very happy to see that.
No, there's already Alistair picked.
Oh no, there's Alistair. Yes. Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately, not this time.
Okay. Disappointed a little.
Yeah, I miss Jack Troll and Leona. Okay, same pick for top lane for Aggressivo.
I mean, if it works, don't touch it. I suppose that's the best strategy you can go with.
Against Gnar, there are a little bit better options against Gnar. One of them is...
It's not the worst, actually, as well, still, because you're going to be able to have the amount of tankiness to fight, and you're going to be still very, very useful in the team fight, so it doesn't really matter, I suppose. I wonder what's going to be the pick for mid lane. I mean, Syndra is still an option, Rise and Syndra.
Syndra. That's the first option that comes to your mind when you see Victor on the opponent's side.
One of the first at the very least, I suppose.
Yeah. Last time they banned her and they banned Azir. So we pretty much cut out the options for Mrs.
Galio again for Hustling.
Okay, yes. Not gonna... Okay, no, it's actually... I'm just thinking because right now the situation is a little bit different because Vayne is pretty mobile, but not as mobile as Tristana, I would say.
Absolutely not. Like, this is something that, I mean, what baffles me a little bit, that this Vayne is going to be fairly well in the team composition, is going to go into the team composition of Misfits, because the Vayne is going to do wonders against Cyan, she's going to do wonders against Alistair, and she's going to do wonders against Udyr. The problem is, in order to do wonders, you need at least 2 items to get the power spike. That means, for example, the Kraken Slayer plus Ginsu. something that we see Woolites building pretty much often, and I honestly consider this to be one of the most brutal builds on Vayne. But whilst going against Tristana, that means that you really need to focus yourself on the bot lane right now as Vitality.Bee, because Tristana is not going to let Vayne farm very good. The range and just the overall skill set and the ability set of Tristana, that just means that Vayne is not going to farm as good as Tristana will. So that means that Hecarim just has to go to the bot lane as often as possible, but that leaves the other lanes quite opened. So I don't know. I'm not really convinced by the Vayne pick in the earliest of the games. Maybe it will pay off if they can drag the game into the power spike moment for that Vayne, and she will be able to basically carry it.
They can try to. They have the opportunity to do so, yeah. They can just try to let the game be as slow-paced as possible. And unless Misfits Premiere push really hard, which is actually something they tend to do sometimes, if they don't do it, then it's a pretty good call for Vitality.Bee.
Also, the fact that Syndra is on the enemy's team as well, that means that your Vayne is going to be shutted down relatively quickly in case Certus is going wild and big.
Yeah.
Oh, Jackstraw... No, he's not going to be caught right here because Hoslin just went there for the ward in the bush at the bot lane. Anyway, as I was saying, you know, he has the ability to not one shot probably, but at the very least give that Vayne quite a hard time. So you know that's a bit of a question for me.
No, I can't answer, to be honest. I need to see what happens, and my eyes will be stuck with the bot lane this time. Oh, okay, no, they're just okay, fine. Just
Krabby.
Yeah, just taking the blue buff, Krabby style, because why not? Okay, now both teams decided to help their junglers in the beginning. Fine. Okay, no, let's see how things go, especially with the bot lane. I would say mid lane is gonna be quite interesting too, just because Certus on Syndra is something you want to see. But for me, bot lane is the focus on this game.
I pretty much agree with that one. I mean, you can see it over here right now. Woolite is already taking trades. So does Certus, actually. Misfits are looking to establish some very, very aggressive early control of the game. And, I mean, if they can do that, if they can pull it off, the heal is getting propped by Smiley so early in order not to burn the advantage, not the advantage, but the opportunity to trade at the bot lane. Woolite is doing actually a very good job in securing the bot lane for himself.
Yeah, they're just taking the bot lane for them completely. And side note, what is this skin for Vayne? I don't recognize it.
I can't see. I think that's the Chinese one. I think.
People who are watching us, can you please leave the skin name in the comments? I really don't recognize it.
Or maybe it's one of the new ones. I don't know.
Maybe. Oh, look at Diplex though taking damage. I mean, both mid laners are taking damage here, unlike the bot lane that's not...
Oh, Woolite is getting caught, but immediately gets with his W away. Smiley is already taken his silver bullets, so that means this is going to hurt Jackstraw a little. Maybe Schwarzen is looking for a gank over here. Yes, he does actually. This is going to be a tower dive from the team. Here comes a flash and a very good initiation onto Smiley. He's definitely going down, especially because of that. Ignite. Hustlin is going down as well. Certus, I'm sorry. Woolite is going to pay with his life. The kill goes to Hustlin. Jackstraw and Schwarzen both managed to get away, but still the first blood and the double kill went to Team Misfits. Neither of the kills went to a Woolite though.
Unfortunately, but he's overall pretty very well. I mean, that's still 2 assists for him, and he's farming, so I don't think it's too bad for him overall.
It's definitely not too bad. The tower dive wasn't the cleanest of the tower dives, definitely not, but it paid off. with the double kill, and you can just see Jack Troll with the immediate actions. Boom, here we go.
That was a really good initiation from him. As always, that's what Jack Troll does. And he was so close to dying here. Like, just like Smiley in the last game, he manages to survive. Amazing.
Amazing, absolutely. Yes, Hoslin is getting back in the lane. I think we're going to see more action here in the bot lane as soon as possible.
Woolite is not gonna leave the lane without action. Actionless.
Yeah. And Certus just makes quick work of that Victor, trying to shut him down. But Victor is not exactly the champion you can shut down so quickly and so relatively easy. So the fight is going to continue. Maybe actually Memento would be looking for some kind of a gank. I think he will be. There's wards in the bot side of the jungle from Vitality.Bee. That means they have a bit of a control. Also some words from Misfits. Oh, maybe? No? Okay, never mind.
No. Woolite reacts immediately whenever Haslin jumps in and he just jumps out.
And he's not going to be able to win the trade with Smiley, especially with his eat up. That's for sure. I mean, with Easy, he has the opportunity to damage so much. Here comes another initiation onto Haslin. Maybe he's actually going down, re-engages and flashes away from the fight in order not to die in here. Because damage from Tristana with a pickaxe.
Yeah, there is still a lot of damage coming from Smiley, you have to admit. But
there is, yes, because of the W. I do think when we didn't get the spectators to click on Smiley, but I'm pretty sure he's maxing his W.
Yeah, and look at the minion difference, 42 versus 29. Someone has established the dominance already, and this time surprisingly it's not Smiley.
I suppose that's just the benefits of taking Tristan onto your lane as well. Maybe Schlatzen is actually looking for another tower dive over here, but Smiley this time, they have a bit of a deeper ward. That means they're prepared for this. Although Schlatzen fishes for something over here, so does Tractor, but Memento is already here to join the fight. Here comes, even a teleport fights in there, but Hustler is going down quite relatively quickly. Another teleport from here. That means Deeplex is already here to join the fight as well. His defensive flash for Switters of the wall in order to escape the fight. Chaos Storm is chasing Warlight. Here comes Raven for the cleanup, though that might be a double kill for him. He takes the first kill into his hands, now going to take the second kill. So that's a bit of an advantage for Team Vitality.Bee right now. If they're going to continue on the chase, actually, not exactly sure about that. Memento might be on the tail of Schlatzen over here.
No,
maybe not,
No, he backs off, but did you notice that Jack Troll just took 3 enemy members and brought them into a completely different direction from everybody else? Like, hey, follow me, try to kill me, and everybody else has enough time to escape, basically. Because there was Deeplex, there was Smiley, and I think Memento following Jack Troll all the way to their next turret, and that basically allowed enough time for Woolite and someone else to escape. We'll need to see.
Schlatzen, Certus didn't manage to escape because of Raven being on his... And say, we can see Jack Troll here just drawing the attention of the enemy team onto him. While we have some more action here in the top lane. Gnar's going down relatively quickly. Here comes the Ignite. Maybe he's not going down, actually. The ultimate is available for him. That means that you cannot really tower dive that. Memento is here for the cleanup. Maybe he's going to use his Shadow Onslaught. Here they comes, but an immediate flash from Aggressor. That means he's going to escape the fear. Certus is already here to help his teammate, but there's no need for that because of the reactions from Aggressor. And Gnar lives to live another day.
Yes, both of them get to live another day. Amazing reaction from Aggressive, or something we see Woolite to prop on the bot lane already several times by now. But yeah, that basically saves them over and over again.
The reactions is just something you really, really need to have, especially when you have such a lot of control. And Vitality.Bee do possess quite a bit of a control right now on their hands.
Okay, that's going to be an early herald for Misfits Premiere if they manage to do it unnoticed. Well, they were noticed because
here we go. Another fight continues. Deeplex immediately flashes from Jack Troll in order to escape. Some good reactions from Vitality.Bee coming as well, something that we have seen as well, especially in the previous games in the quarterfinals. Schlatzen is doing this herald without disturbance, although Memento is at his red buff. That means he's maybe going to try to go for the steal, but Certus and Jack Troll are here to maybe try and help him. Woolite is left alone on the... Smiley is going in actually very hard, trying to trade with Smiley. Not going to be able to do it way too successfully because Woolite already has quite a lot of damage on his hands.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he has...
The Buster Shot is available, so that means he can try to go for the kill. But Smiley has his ultimate available for him as well. No Hero's Entrance or the Unbreakable Will, though.
Yes. That's why the fight doesn't continue. If maybe one of the supports had the ultimate, especially Jack Troll, maybe we would have seen something more, but no, not this time. There is a Drake available, actually. That's a Mountain Drake. That will be the first Drake of the game. And Vitality.Bee are looking at it, but not taking it yet.
They're looking at it. At the very least, that's the beginning. Like, at least we'll have a look at it. Maybe we won't take it, but we'll look at it.
Yeah, you look at it, you realize it's there. You accept the presence of the Drake on this map. That's okay.
And you go away.
Yeah, you know it's there. It's good enough.
Yeah, it's pretty much good enough.
Yeah.
Also, I would like to point out we are into the 10th minutes of the game. We have only 1,000 gold difference between the teams, but it's in the favor of Team Misfits. So that pays off them a little bit. I suppose most of the lead going to be on the Tristana, just because of the almost 20 CS difference. Also, the 2 kills on Schotten is pretty good. Also, he has a killing spree. That means he's worth a bit of a bigger amount of goals, I would say.
Yeah. Tristana is looks like she's going for the Kraken Slayer yet again, the item we most often see in Tristana, except maybe for those few Gale Forces on Smiley, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so, at the very least. I think so. I think we've seen him to take Gale Force one or 2 times.
Yeah, probably was him. Yeah.
Especially against BDS, I think.
No, against Game. No.
Yeah, I'm mistaken.
Game
Against
Ward.
Game Ward.
Yes.
Yep. Thank you for the correction.
Oh, Shara might be going for Raven. I'm not sure. Show us, please. No, he's not. He's going towards mid lane, actually.
There's a lot of control wards from Vitality.Bee. That
Yes.
means that they're basically prepared for anything that's going to happen. They're going to clean up the wards. Maybe there is going to be a Herald on the mid lane. Maybe, just to try and have a little bit of a more of aggression, build it up across the map. Here comes yet another turret plate to Warlight. He's in a massive gold lead momentarily, and I think there's going to be another turret. No, it's not going to be another turret.
Not yet, but it's gonna be soon. Woolite will be fishing for turrets in this game a lot, just because he's Tristana and because he is still Woolite. That's pretty much what he does. The ult is still not popped, so...
And the Drake still stands, but this tower is not going to stand for long.
For now it leaves. For now, no it doesn't. Does it? Does it not?
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Boom.
Okay.
That's the first tower. 610 gold to Woolite. Oh my god. I am pretty sure when he backs this is going to be a definite Kraken Slayer.
Yes, and maybe even the beginning of something else. Wonder what he takes as a second item.
We'll yet to see. I think that Schlatten just smited it. Yes, he just smited the dragon. Not the safest of the moves, honestly speaking. That's a little bit of an overconfidence shown by Schlatten right now.
But Vitality.Bee are nowhere to be seen, and they have wards this time around them. I mean, Misfits have wards around them, around the Dragon Pit, so they know the enemy is not coming. This time, they can afford it.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, here comes the Kraken Slayer we've been talking about. What are you going to build? And the Berserker's Boots. Oh my god, this is a good back for him.
Oh, yes.
This recall is really, really huge.
Yes. Actually, oh, that's...
I suppose the Herald's cooldown have been actually ticking way too much.
Probably.
On the clock.
That's really far, though.
It is far. It's not. It's going to reach the top tower as we have actually the switch. Cyan on the bot lane and Tristana on the top lane. Jacktra was going to join his teammate. He might be trying to catch Raven here, but the rest of Team Vitality.Bee are already here. Hustlin and Memento are here, so that means there's going to be no cheeky dive or anything. But this is going to be a turret plate for. Actually, not for Woolite. It's going to be to Schlatten, because Woolite didn't make any damage towards it. I don't think, at the very least, he did.
I didn't see him managing to hit the tower.
So I think he didn't receive the goal for it. I think you actually have to. Ooh, Hustlen makes a good work of catching Woolite over here. Here comes a cleanse, but also an exhaust. That means he might be he's going to be able to get out of it just fine. Yeah, cleanse for exhaust, not a bad trade.
He still had a flash with him. He used the ultimate. He jumped in the very beginning, though the jump was interrupted, and he still had a flash. So he wasn't going to die under the tower.
He's not going to give his life into the hands of the Destiny so quickly and so easily. He's going to fight for it.
Yeah, he is not dying just yet. He needs at least one kill, though. That would help him Because right now it
What,
looks
what do
a
we
little
say
bit
to
sad.
the god of death? Not today. That's what we say.
I guess that's what he just said on the top lane. Yeah, and that's what Smiley said in the last game when he left the fight with 5 HP left.
Maybe that's the Tristana curse, like you never died because you're
Oh.
Tristana.
Oh, maybe.
It's
Well,
not a
you
curse,
still
basically,
die,
even. That's a
but-
buff.
Yeah, I wouldn't exactly call it a curse.
The enemy has a Tristana. Oh god, that means we're not going to kill her. The second tower is in the meantime going is apparently I broke my colleague over here.
Yes.
She's coughing after my jokes. They are
You
so
did.
bad she's coughing.
Yes.
But in the meantime, we see the tower on the top lane is going down and some a bit of a skirmish in the mid lane. Maybe we're going to see a second hero for Team Misfits. Probably yes.
Probably, definitely yes. Vitality.Bee are not going to stop
and
them.
Cyan might be in trouble right now. Here comes Memento. He's there, so he's hustling. They are cleaning the bot side of the jungle.
But no, they're not. They're not trying to catch him. At least not yet. There is Jack Troll in their jungle. They might try to catch him.
Hustling
Yes!
catches Jack Troll in his own jungle right now. Here comes Deep and Memento. That means that Jack Troll might be going down. Flashes away. Here comes the onslaught of the shadow, the fear, and that means he's going down. Certus tries to pick up Memento, but doesn't manage to do though, even with the help of the Jack Troll's ignite. So that means that Vitality.Bee are getting away with this very, very cheeky kill in the, almost at the under the nose of Team Misfits, while Warlight is successfully pushing the tower. Actually,
Yeah, and
here comes
Shadow's here to help.
that's a Herald as well. Is it going to be popped here?
That would be interesting.
I mean, another turret goes down. That's a third turret for Misfits. While Vitality.Bee don't have even a single tower. 3,000 gold difference in the favor of Team Misfits into the 16th minute of the game.
Oh, that's getting massive actually. That is.
This is getting a little bit
yeah.
of out of the control for
Yes,
Vitality.Bee.
a little bit. Are you sure?
I mean, they can still pull it off because we didn't really see any kind of a team fight, and we've spoken about the fact that Vayne, if she and even look at it, the viewers are going 51 to 49%. We know that Vitality.Bee are very good at basically drawing themselves and boosting themselves into the second fight. They have the champions they need right now, and they have the Vayne that is slowly scaling. She's going there. Yes, slowly, but surely she's going there. So.
Yes.
I mean, they do have a chance of trying to basically turn this around.
I mean, they do. Yes, but the chances are pretty low. That is the Herald being popped on the mid lane, so that's gonna be a push for the mid lane and probably a Drake soon because we're 15 seconds before the Infernal Drake pops up.
They
No,
do
the
not
tower
save
still
the
is.
tower from their hit, though. The tower stands, but stands on some very, very low HP, and while Misfits take control of the bot side,
Look
they
at
take control of the
Woolite.
Drake.
Look at Woolite though, he continues to push the side lanes. He just goes in and destroys the turrets.
I mean, he's a Tristana. He can do that. Although he might be, no, he's not because
No.
of the Buster Shot and the rocket jump. So that means
Goes
he's
away
going
and
to be able to get
punished.
away.
And the Drake for Misfits Premiere. This guy's
Again, an Ocean Soul.
yes. What is happening with the souls lately?
They are cursed. I'm just going to say that everything is cursed.
Okay, fine. I'll go with it. Look at Hassan though, he's fishing for a good initiation here. Will he be able to
Is
find
it a good
anything?
idea for members of Team Misfits in here?
No.
Warlight is in here. The amount of damage from Raven's E is insane. Certus might be caught actually here. Here comes the taunt, and here comes the onslaught of the shadows. A good chain of control. That means he's going to go down quite fast. Here comes Smiley though, taking down Aggressivo quite nicely. The exhaust is there, and here comes the teleport from Raven. Aggressivo tries to flash his away, goes down quite quickly though. Warlight takes down Memento in the process. Jack Troll is there, joined by the ghost of Aggressivo that tries to take the enemy down, but is not able to do so. And the Vitality.Bee, they continue on the chase. Here comes the Gnar ultimate, taking Warlight maybe in a cheeky position right now. A flash and a taunt. That means Warlight is not going anywhere. Deeplinks picking up that kill, while Smiley continues to push the lanes. What did I tell you? What did I tell you about Vitality.Bee?
I have to admit you were right. They managed to turn this around. Yeah, they really did. That was, I mean, Hassan standing in that bush paid off in the end because no words for Misfits Premiere, and Sergius just gets completely caught here, and then building on the success, Vitality.Bee continue. And then on the top, Smiley is just doing the God's work. He already has the Kraken Slayer as well, so it doesn't take him too much time to shut down Aggressivo.
And I just love the fact that Vitality.Bee are putting up a fight. Because I really like the way they're playing this right now. Just look at it. They have everything in their hands right now, and they know when to strike the opponent. They're basically the team representation of Fiora. You fish for the weak points, and then you strike those weak points with all your might. And right now, they have managed to make the goal difference into 2K rather than 3. They have taken the tower in the top lane. They might be even taking Schlatten over here. Raven on the chase right now uses all the means to try and catch him in the bot side of the jungle. Here comes Aggressive as well, but he might be caught in here because the rest of Vitality.Bee are already here. Here comes some kind of a good chain of control. Here comes the taunt. Here comes everything. Aggressive is down. Only the shadow is left in here. 2 minutes and 30 seconds with Drake. That means that we're not going to have the Ocean Drake going to the Vitality.Bee. We might see the tower in the mid lane fall. 4 members of Team Misfits are still left alive. The Baron is spawning in 5 seconds. Maybe we're going to have a fight for the Baron, but the Aggressive has the teleport.
Oof. That was, I mean, Vitality.Bee just continued. They just continue to push forward. They're trying to make the gap between them and Misfits smaller by killing Schlatten.
Stun might be actually. Oh, here comes a good stun, but the onslaught of the shadows immediate in there. Certus is already here. Here comes the hero's entrance. It's going to save Memento from a very unfortunate situation right now that he went into, but Misfits live to tell the tale into the other day, and they're going for the Baron yet again. They have the teleport. Here comes the teleport from Aggressive on the top lane. He is at the top lane, while in the meantime, Raven does not have the teleport, and he's at the bot lane. Hustling is going to find out that they're doing the Baron, so that means the Memento, but he can't go. Memento can't go in there. He has way too low HP. He doesn't have the flash. He doesn't have anything to go, but he has the popcorn and the smite available for him. And the Misfits are trying to get for it. Here comes everything. He's taking that. Memento is there for way too late. The fight is not going to start because Memento is going down very, very fast. The tower at the bot lane is going down as well, but doesn't matter. The Baron at the hands of Misfits right now, they can continue the push wherever they want for the next 3 minutes.
They just need to push back first because the tower in the mid lane is going down as well. But that was unfortunate for Memento. First of all, I was surprised that he didn't back after he was left with only a little bit HP left. Secondly, yes, he was way too late with the popcorn. He paid with the Baron and with his life.
Absolutely, yes. I mean, that was a bit of a miscalculation from that part of the game. We can see, I think that he went into the jungle just to refill his HP because of the lifesteal, but it didn't really pay off. In the meantime, we have a bit of a fight here in the mid lane. The mid lane's tower is going down. I'm not going to look at the replay. I'm interested in what's happening in the real time. Show it to me! Because maybe something's good is about to happen. We see Misfits are on the mid lane right now. The Vitality.Bee are trying to stop the siege, but they're not doing quite a bit of a job in that right now. Aggressive with a heal on himself right now. I think he has the rune that lets him to change the summoner spells. I have a feeling it is so. I'm not exactly sure. 2 lanes is getting pushed momentarily by Warlight and by Aggressive. The turret and the mid lane is going down. The inhibitor is exposed. Vitality.Bee do have to try and fight the siege back. Memento is speeding up. Maybe we're going to have some kind of a fight. No, we don't. Misfits retreating to take the 3rd Drake into the game. We are potentially at 29th minute soul for Team Misfits. It's going to be an Ocean Soul, and this is the best soul you can fish for, I think, right now.
There is still a minute left for the Baron, though, so it means that they can continue the push. They can continue to go through the mid lane and the bot lane. Yes, Aggressive is going to the bot lane, reading my thoughts, trying to split push a little bit.
Maybe initiation, maybe not. Vitality.Bee and Misfits just staring at each other. Here comes initiation. Raven is going down. No, he's saved by hustling with the Solaris Locket. Almost went down just one-on-one with that Tristana. Even though I have faith in Vitality.Bee, they might not be able to turn this game around for themselves. Misfits are continuing on the push in the bot lane. Vitality.Bee are going back because they have to try and stop Misfits from pushing. Reservoir he decides to stay because he doesn't have a teleport. The inhibitor is exposed in the bot lane as well. Vitality.Bee are going in there. Onslaught in the shadow. Here's entrance. Everything is in there, and the fight just starts. The brawl is in there. Memento is going down extremely quickly. They turn the fight around! They win the fight!
What? Raven! Raven, you are the MVP of this game. That was the best Gnar ultimate we have seen so far, and I don't think we will see anything that can top this. That was beautiful. That was just amazing. They completely stopped the push and disintegrated the whole team. It gave triple kill to Smiley, and that was just...
I want to see that on replay. Please show it. Please.
They will.
Look at this. Look at this. Boom. Here it comes. Boom. Oh my god. 5-man ultimate from Gnar.
I don't think we've ever seen Gnar pulling the ultimate off for 5 members of the enemy team at the same time. That's the first time I think that we see it. What a moment to be alive.
Agree. What a time to be alive. I absolutely agree. I'm holding everything in myself not to stop swearing out loud because of what's happening in the game already. And that's only the second game of the series.
That's only the second game. It might be, I mean, how many games will we see today? That's my question, because it might be the second game of today and almost the final game of today. But if Vitality.Bee continue to do what they just did, we will see a lot of games today, and we're stuck here for long.
Absolutely. 1 minute and 30 seconds later, and until the next Baron is going to be up, the next Dragon is going to be the Soulful Team Misfits, and I'm really curious to see what Raven is about to pull off for himself yet again. He picked up Asterix. That means he's going to be even more sustainable in the fight right now. Maybe, just a bit of a maybe, Misfits are going to lack the damage right now, because Smiley is popping off really hard. He's almost toe-to-toe with the Tristana. It's only 600 gold difference. 414, 236 CS, 550 killing spree in his hand. That's a big bounty.
Oh, that's a big bounty. If Misfits manage to kill him and Diplex, they're gonna have a lot of money in their pocket.
Just 1,100 gold purely on the bounces sitting on the hands of both the players of Vitality.Bee. This is going to be absolutely brutal. Raven has the teleport available for him. 40 seconds until the next Baron is going to be spawned, and maybe the Misfits are trying to fish for him. Also, the teleport is available for Aggressivo. Changed his flash for the Ignite. They're going to try to fish for him, but the water is going to save Raven. He knows that Misfits are trying to fish for him, and they know, Misfits know, that Vitality.Bee are going to fish for this Baron. Look at the kills, though. 13 kills in the favor of Vitality.Bee. They're leading into the game. The goal difference is almost the same. There is almost no difference between the teams.
There is a difference, but it's just, I mean, no. I wouldn't say that there is any favor to any of the teams because they are leading in different pools.
The teleport's on the mid lane. Here we go. Misfits are already here. So are the Vitality.Bee. Certus is not here yet. The Baron is already up, and Vitality.Bee are going for it. They're going to try and take it. No, they're going to jump in the bush. Here we go. The fight starts. And everybody just blasts themselves into the fight. Jackal flashes away in order not to die here. Memento is going down relatively quickly. Not going to. No, he's going to go down quite quickly. Good tone. Aggressive is going down as well. Hustlin might be in trouble. Yes, he is. He's going down. Schlatten trying to take down Smiley, but Smiley is able to use his silver bullets. 3-on-3 is still there left. Deeplex and Smiley are both alive, but so is Woolite and Certus. Raven is half an HP, and Aggressivo has to go back. Vitality.Bee, will they try to take the Baron in the three, with the 3 members? Yes, they're going to try and take it. Here we go. But just don't forget, there is a teleport available for the Aggressivo. He's going to use it right now, and we are going to try and have a fight for this Baron. Aggressivo might be trying to stop them with single-handedly. Here comes the Ocean Soul for the Misfits, but are they going to secure the Dragon? This is a big question. Certus is here, trying to steal. Yes! He steals the Baron with his E. Here we go. Smiley's on the chase, but Warlight is already here to help his teammate. Aggressivo might be actually paying with his life for drawing the team's attention onto himself. Not going to pick up any kills, but the Baron is at the Team Misfits.
Certus, you did it! You did it! You stopped Vitality.Bee from winning this game. Now the game goes on, and now we're going to see more fights because we still have the Baron actually on Certus and on Woolite. It means that Woolite will try to split push. He actually already goes to the bot lane. He will try to push there, but what a nice trap made by Vitality.Bee.
Absolutely, but what a very good answer from from Team Misfits, they decimate Memento from the fight. They decimate Hustling from the fight. That means that neither Diplex, neither Smiley are able to continue with the fight as good as they would have been able with the two front laners, because they were only left with Raven, who didn't have his ultimate Gnar form. And this very cheeky Baron that they went through, they just said, oh, what's happening over here? I think Schlatten is getting caught in the mid lane in the meantime.
He escapes. He is safe.
He escapes.
Leaves. But Certus!
Look at this.
Oh.
Boom! This is probably one of the most satisfying moments. Oh, Schlatten is indeed actually getting caught in here, but the rest of the team Misfits are here. I'm going to say their teammate, no, they're not going to. But this fight, this little win is not going to give them a lot of in their favor. They're going to take him down. Not sure who did pick up the kill.
Diplex.
Oh, all right.
And I'm not sure how many kills. He has 5 kills in a row, and if you have 5 kills, then the French league calls you a genie. That's nice to know, actually. He still has...
I'm very tempted at starting yelling, you had a friend like me.
No, please don't.
Okay, fine.
Look at the gold sitting on the head of Diplex and Smiley.
It's my God.
It's getting more. You really need
already
to
1,300 bounty just considering the bounty. It's plus 300s twice with the bounty.
Yes.
This is brutal.
Actually, will I just pick rapid fire cannon for him?
Damage!
Oh, Smiley!
25,000 damage on that vein. Let me see. No, there's no Ginsu. I'm disappointed.
No, not this time.
But not this time. Vitality.Bee are actually continuing the push on the mid lane. I don't really think that both of the teams can fish for anything right now. 20 seconds until the Baron is going to war off. That means Misfits are not going to be able to do much of the work, but Schlatten might be actually trying to go for the... Yes, they have... Vitality.Bee have 2 exposed inhibs at the mid lane and the bot lane. Vitality.Bee are reading this out, so they're going to try and prevent Misfits from pushing. But everybody from Misfits are here. That means... And the Tristana is here. That means this inhib is probably going down relatively quickly. Hustling is going for a trap of his own already. Memento is looking for it. No, he's not going for it. The inhibitor is going down. That means they're going to take it. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left until the next Drake is going to be spawned. This is going to be an Elder Drake. That might be the end of the game. Depends on which of the teams are going to take it. Here comes Memento! Immediately stopped by Jackshaw. Might be paying with his life for it. Will like uses cleanse to get away from the Nars ultimate, and the fight continues. Memento is really, really low right now, but they can't get through the meat wall, the cyan.
But that initiation from Memento, that was
super quick.
That was super quick. He just appeared in the middle of the enemy team.
But Jackshaw's save.
Yes.
Just bouncing in the same second. That was... This man has inhuman reactions.
Oh yes. I mean, pretty much everybody on both games have good reactions, but this...
picked up Infinity Edge just now.
Ouch.
Oh my God. Aggressive, pack your things.
Yeah,
Aggressive, just pack your things and go. You're not able to do anything else against this Vayne anymore.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. Sorry, Aggressivo.
Certus, it's on you now, buddy. Good luck.
Oh, look what Will I just picked.
The chronometer. That's I'm absolutely not surprised, because this is something you really, really need in this game. I'm very surprised he's actually the only person who picked it up. Although Smiley has ability to go invisible, so that's probably the reason why he didn't win with this. Because when you press the final hour, you get the invisibility with your Q, with your little dash that you have right now, and we have 1 minute until both of the objects is going to spawn. What are we going to go with? I'm very, very excited, because I don't know. 58 seconds until the Elder Drake, 1 minute and 2 seconds until the Baron. Both of the teams are grouping up on the mid lane. Who's going to take the responsibility of starting the fight? I'm not exactly sure. I don't think both of the teams are really interested in starting this fight. 45 seconds left until the Elder Drake is going to be spawned. Memento going to get the crop. That means they're going to try and secure the at least a little bit of the vision at the oh my god,
Raven!
Warlight taking Raven single-handedly. Is he going to take him down? Hey, oh my god, Smiley's down. Here comes the hero dancers and the onslaught of the shadow. That means oh my god, he's down. Light is down. That means there's Satur's going down as well. That's a double kill. Vitality.Bee might be able to turn this fight around. Jack Troll is getting himself into the fight to draw the enemy team attention away. Aggressivo and Certis are going away with the lives, but Warlight is down. They can't fight nor for the Baron, nor they can fight the Elder Drake. The Elder Drake is probably going to the Vitality.Bee.
It is because Momentum is already starting it, and to be honest, if in next game we see ban of Vayne being one of the first ones from Misfits Premiere, I will absolutely not be surprised because the damage coming from Smiley.
Teleport from Certis. Maybe he's going to try to fish for this steal. I remember I shouted the very same way I'm shouting right now when Misfits plays against MCES. Please go and repeat the history. 4,000 HP left for this Drake. The Drake has been reset. Hustling is going there. He's going to trap Aggressive. Are they going to try and steal it? 3,000 HP left. They're going to drag their attention. No. They're not resetting it. They're trying to drag it out. Yes, they are. 1,000 HP. No, he's going to Vitality.Bee. They're going to take it.
Oh, now
Baron.
Now Baron is the only thing that is left for Misfits Premiere because they're losing
might
now.
be actually picking up a fight with the Raven right now. Certis is here to help his teammate, but Haslin is on the chase right now. You don't really want to fight right now. The enemy has the Elder Drake. It's probably one of the worst things they can have momentarily. Woodlight is already here, and everybody is right now is actually grouping on the Baron.
Not everybody yet, but we're going to see a fight very soon. Look at the kill difference. It's 11 more kills for Vitality.Bee than Misfits Premiere. That's a massive difference. We are 35 minutes in the game. Yeah, the gold is not so much different. It's even less than
700.
Yeah, it's just
700 gold.
It's super small difference actually. Wow.
It's a super small difference. Absolutely. I mean, 350 CS onto that Tristana. This is something to be spoken about. Apparently, Vitality.Bee decided that it's just can go for the push with the Elder Drake. You cannot judge them for that because they really can. Without Smiley, this is a possible pentakill for him easily. But they decide to split the attention right now onto the Baron. Misfits are going to push this little wave away. Maybe they're going straight for the base. The Baron is getting down very quickly though. Already 8,000 left, 6,000 left. Schatten is going to try and maybe push. They're not going to contest this Baron. The Baron is going in there. Vitality.Bee have in their hands two things right now. They have both the Baron and the Elder Drake. So that means there's no push for Misfits because they're fast recall and because they will be able to shut down anybody who's going to go and try to go for the push right now.
Do we see any timer for the Elder Drake buff? I don't see it. I think it's on the Baron.
There is no timer, but there is. I think it's approximately 2 minutes.
Guardian Angel going for Woolite. The man really tries to leave, but you
cannot judge him.
Yeah, there is two problems though in the whole situation for Misfits Premiere. One, it's 36 minutes in the game. Two, they're getting their top lane pushed. Okay, three, Smiley.
Teleport.
Exactly.
Okay. From Deeplex.
Okay, fine.
All right. Oh, Memento is in there. Oh, I think we're going to have a fight. Yes, we're definitely going to have a fight. The inhibitor is going down and the top lane, but Vitality.Bee are looking to continue on the push. They want to fish for a fight. They can do that because they have the Baron buff and they have the Elder Drake buff still on themselves. They have taken the top lane. Maybe they're going to try and go for the mid lane, or they're just going to reset. No, they're just going to reset.
Yeah. They really wanted to finish the game, but they are just maybe not able to do it yet. But
Guardian Angel on Smiley. He just picked it up.
Look at the goal difference. For the first time in the whole game, it started to be in favor of Vitality.Bee.
And quite nicely, actually.
But talking about Smiley, that's exactly what you pointed out in the beginning of the game, and I had to agree with you, and that's what we exactly see happening right now. If you have Vayne against you in the enemy team, you really don't want to have a long game. And Misfits Premiere were trying to push to end the game early, but they just didn't have enough to do it, and now they're paying for it early because they're losing the game. I will absolutely not be surprised if Vitality.Bee take this game for themselves because this Vayne is absolutely unstoppable. It's devastating whatever it is.
She is full. She is full build right now. She doesn't have anything left to buy for herself unless she is going to go and just sell her boots and buy something else for herself. Also, the Thorn Mail is going there for Hustlin. We've seen it at the very same second the GA was picked up for Woolite. I'm pretty sure the next team fight is going to be the last one.
Yes, and
unless Misfits are going to be able to turn this around. Will they, though? This is a very big question.
Even if they manage to turn it around, there is nothing to do yet. There's 2 minutes till the Elder Drake. There should be 5-ish minutes before the Baron. 2 to 5 minutes, not sure.
I am not sure either, but Vitality.Bee are continuing to push in the bot lane right now. Cyan is only now getting himself towards the top lane. It's getting pushed constantly because of the super minions in there. Misfits are actually quite successfully trying to withhold the siege, but Vitality.Bee are breaking in to the enemy base right now. They are continuing to push. The inhibitor is going down relatively quick. It's already downed, actually, and they are looking to take somebody with a taunt. Hustlin is not able to pick up anybody with that taunt. Here comes the pain train. Hustling is already quite down right now. Smiley is getting himself onto Aggressive. Aggressive is going down relatively quickly. Manages to flash away. Here comes the onslaught of the shadows. Woolite is already going down relatively quickly. Jackstraw managed trying to save his teammate, but he's not able to do so. Double kill onto that lane. Triple kill onto that lane. That's exactly I've been talking about. And Vitality.Bee might be able to take up the game, but they are extremely low right now. No buffs anymore for them. This is a fair fight right now. The teleport coming from the top lane. That means Raven is going to actually join the fray right now. Deeplex continuing the push. Hustling is very low. Memento is very low. So is Deeplex, but Smiley is full HP. That means Aggressive is not able to do anything about it. The siege is continuing. The second turret is falling, and the Nexus is along with the Aggressivo and along with Certus is falling. The hero's entrance just to top things as Vitality.Bee are taking the second game into their pocket.
This is getting more and more interesting. That right here in this game was a pretty fair fight between both teams. That's what we've been looking for, and that means that going further, the third game is going to be even more brutal.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm already losing my mind.
Oh yeah.
Because this second game was just horrific.
It was a little bit
terrific.
Too much. Yeah.
Brilliant, tense, any word you can come up with. I am super excited to see the next game.
Oh yeah.
We're going to see you in the next game.
We will.
Good, whatever, I don't even know what's Vietnam.
Why Vietnam?
And what a Vietnam it is right now. It's basically a war ground between those two teams. This is a war ground. Both teams have just declared war upon each other.
Yeah, and they both are quite successful. We're going equal so far. One game was won by Misfits Premiere. One game, the victory was taken away from Misfits by Vitality.Bee. So we're going 1-1. Yeah, ripped. Oh, just no, you're not. This time you're not taking it. It's ours. Sorry. Even though both teams were absolutely amazing in this game, and there were moments that I just want to rewatch quite many times after we finish.
Absolutely. I mean, I've already lost my mind over the second game of this, and my voice over the second game of this series, and we're still supposed to go for 2 more wins for one of the teams.
Yeah, at least 2 more games. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's at least 2 games, yeah. and one of the teams has to score 2 games more to qualify into the finals to fight against K-Corp. I have no idea who's going to do that, and I am really, really excited to see what's going to happen. Let's say the Barnes, Gnar, Jinx, Tristana, and Lilia. Okay, so they're basically just excluding those options, going like, we're not taking it, but you're not taking it as well.
Oh yeah. Udyr is banned. No ban for Hakarim though, which means that Raven is gonna be the first pick.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, he was taken. Tristana is taken. So out of the super strong options, we have left the support actually. Rel is available, so both teams will try to fish for her.
And Seraphine is available.
But
everything is available.
A lot of things are available actually. Kai'Sa.
Leona.
Here she comes, my baby.
Rel for Hustling. All right.
Yeah. So
this is going to be quite big.
Yeah, it is. She's not gonna have the jumpy Tristana with her this time though, but there are plenty of options available.
Kai'Sa, Aphelios, Ashe, Kalista.
Kalista would be interesting.
Sort of jumpy.
Yeah, and we've seen it work out already, and work out pretty nicely.
Maybe Graves?
From Misfits?
No.
Oh, Thresh.
Here we go.
That's actually
This is big.
his
This is very
ultimate
big.
versus Rel engage. That
Yes,
can be
the
that
box
can be
is going to be big.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what's going. I don't even have any predictions for the picks right now. We're just so like
Chaotic a little bit.
yes, chaotic in things that are just happening right now because we
Yeah.
don't see those necessary bans that we see all the time. So
Ooh,
Oriana is also
Oriana.
not in the bans. That means Certus can pick it up, but it's a bit of it's a blind pick, and it's not exactly the most of the secure picks because Deeplix can now go with with
He
Victor
will.
again.
I'm pretty sure he will. He will have some good time standing against Oriana. But Sergis
Could
is
be Lucian.
Sergis is really good with Oriana. We know it. His
But
shockwaves.
could be Lucian. Oh, okay, no, it's
gonna
going to be Victor.
It's gonna be Victor. Yeah. Still, I mean, we yet need to see what else is going to be picked for both teams. But so far, Oriana. With Sergis, I have more hopes for this than when it was Deeplix with Oriana, for example. Oh, Kai'Sa. Yeah,
Here
Kai'Sa.
comes Kai'Sa. Yeah, nothing to be very surprised about. So,
Yeah.
is it going to be the mirror answer right now from Misfits? Are they going to secure the bot lane for
They
themselves
can
as
secure
well?
Kalista for themselves, actually. Or Vayne.
Do you need Vayne though?
Not really. But we haven't
Not
seen the
now.
top laners yet. Yeah. Aphelios.
Well, something we've seen Moonlight to play quite
Ooh.
often as well. Nothing to be very surprised about, especially with the fact that Smiley just taking Kalista from him, which is something that he would have went through.
Kai'Sa, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Kai'Sa. So not exactly surprised to be his. Now we have actually the mirror picks.
Yeah.
Basically, everybody's answering to each other.
Mm-hmm. I need to see the next bans. They're going to be against the top lane, for sure. There are also the junglers available still. Some of them. There is Graves still available. There is still Nidalee available. Okay, we go with the top laners in the end. So no crocodile for this game for either of the teams.
Still, there is a possibility for the World's Ender for
Yeah.
for Aatrox.
There are many options available for top lane. We've seen both
Yeah.
teams taking a really versatile picks for top lane. So you can ban everything. You can possibly ban everything that they can take.
Jace, Gangplank,
Yeah.
Graves
Okay,
actually
here
going to the
comes-
bans because we still have no junglers, so I'm not really surprised about that. I would expect Vitality.Bee to ban Nidalee in the next ban.
They can.
And Misfits may just go and try to push the bot like to the top lane as much as they can right now.
They can ban Aatrox right now or Gangplank.
Why would they? I mean, they can take them for themselves because this is going to be their ban. Skarner from Memento. Yeah, okay, I
okay.
can see that.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that.
Yeah. So yeah, the last ban left. What is it gonna be?
And it's going to be the first pick of this phase is going to be for Misfits. So now they might go ahead and ban either Nidalee or Aatrox, which is going to cut a bit of it, or Sion.
Okay,
This
yes.
is something
Makes sense.
I would expect them to do.
That opens Aatrox for.
You can still go with Nidalee. You still have the Nidalee available.
Yeah. What can it be answered with though?
Olaf. Mundo.
Trundle. I'm thinking Mundo actually. Yeah.
Olaf is not a bad choice, I think, as well, but Mundo may be the better one. Yeah, here comes the Nidalee we've been
Okay.
talking about.
Solid pick. Finally available for Schlatten. He is good with Nidalee.
Hope he's going to have a little bit more success than Jankos, that's because that burns.
Uh-huh. No, but now they need something chunky for the top lane.
Do they have anything chunky though? Like, what do you go with?
I mean, I would say that.
Here comes the Olaf I
Okay.
was thinking about.
No, I'm thinking Aatrox still.
It's not exactly the chunkiest.
Yes, it's not exactly the chunkiest, but it's something that will leave. Oh. No.
Tom Kedge top lane? I mean, this is a viable option.
Yeah. I don't think
And
so.
it will do very, very good against Aatrox.
No.
No, it's going to be Gragas.
It's
Okay.
gonna be Gragas. Oh damn, it's a good pick actually.
It depends if Drakthro is actually... There's no Jace in the bans, don't forget about that.
Mm-hmm.
So he could go with Jace right now.
Yeah, the problem... No, he's going with Aatrox. I was right. Do I win?
Yep,
Do I win?
you were absolutely nothing, but you win this very, very graciously.
Yay! Love it!
Yay! Okay, this is...
Gonna be brutal again.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very interesting pick. I have no idea who is in the favor right now. Like, honestly, I don't have any clue. Both of the teams are looking solid rock right now. Both of the teams are looking to have much better opportunities at some point of the game. Like, for example, Oriana is not maybe that good into Victor, but Aphelios is definitely not bad against Kaiser, and Thrash is definitely not bad against Rel, and Gragas is going to be sustainable, but is it going to be sustainable enough against Aatrox? And Olaf is pretty nice in Italy, so... I mean, Vitality.Bee have played this draft pretty much nice, in a very nice way. Yet, Misfits were able to fish for one or two pretty clean picks for themselves as well, in which they could answer with something relatively nice and interesting for them.
Yeah. For now, it looks like Vitality.Bee have sustainability on their side, a lot of it, and really good means to engage, looking at Rel, looking at Olaf, looking at Gragas. These three are just going to start any fight, and they will have absolutely no problem with it. Who is going to have problems is Misfits, because they will need to stop them really soon. On the other hand, they have Aphelios. On the other hand, they have Aatrox. So...
And they have the Shockwave.
Oh,
Don't forget about that.
Oh,
the
yes.
Shockwave is one of the most tide-turning ultimates in the game. And pretty much, I don't think this is going to be any kind of a surprise for anybody if I'm going to say this. With the Shockwave, it is a game-winning scenario if you can land these Shockwaves good.
Yes.
And you know, we've seen Diplex to play Oriana. He plays her nicely, but... he never really scored a huge shockwave.
Yeah.
While Certus has been fantastic with those shockwaves.
We've seen beautiful shockwaves from Certus. And I want to see more of them.
Yeah, definitely. So if he manages to live in those fights and live long enough and not being brutalized by Victor in the fight and manages to go through, he might be the game changer for Misfits, because he will give enough time and opportunity for Schlatten to do damage, for Woolite to do damage, and for Aggressivo to be the one-man army that we love him to see. That we love to see him. I think I've got this one wrong. Doesn't matter.
A little bit, but yeah, doesn't matter. It's okay.
You get the point!
Yes, that's all that matters.
Yes, absolutely. But I have to be honest, my eyes are set upon the whole map this time.
Yes.
Like, I don't even know where is going to be the action, because I think it's pretty hard to predict what exactly is going to be this, like, big lane that's going to have the biggest amount of actions. I think the actions are going to happen everywhere around the map. At the very least, that's the way it feels like it right now.
Yeah. I think on bot lane there's going to be pretty much a lot of action, because both supports want to start a fight, especially I would say Hustler in this situation, but for Jack Troll a good hook, and then Woolite can just basically do whatever he wants with whoever got caught.
Because it's a hook combination with a knock-up, it's pretty big, especially when he's going to hit level 6. That means that there's going to be no good initiation from that Rel, not at all, because of the box.
Yeah.
So this seems, yeah, you can see, the level 2 has been hit by Vitality.Bee much faster, though. That's the reason why Jack Troll is going to take quite a bit of a damage.
Oh, yeah.
He's also already going half of his HP, but Smiley is also at the half of his HP. Here comes the second level for both of Misfits bot laners.
And now we need to be really careful with the hooks coming from Jack Troll.
I mean, if you hide behind the minions, just basically solo queue tactics, but if it works, don't break it.
Yeah, here, exactly.
Here comes the initiation that we've been talking about. Jack Troll is going to take a bit of a damage, but are we going to see a follow-up from them? They can do that, and they are fishing for that hook. Hustling is being spotted, and here comes the Ignite even. That's a hook onto Kaiser, though, and here comes Schlatten with a Javelin throw. Maybe we will see one. Jack Troll is being chased by Smiley, but it's not going to be enough. Here comes the first blood to Woolite, as very successfully played by Team Misfits. Maybe more action? No.
No, not yet. Finally, good kill for Woolite from the very beginning of the game. That's what we need
look
to
at the
see.
bot lane.
Bot lane?
Oh, I'm sorry, mid lane.
Yeah, Diplex is taking a lot of damage.
Oh, the fight starts yet again. Woolite and Jackstraw hustling is going down. And here comes another hook. Landed by God knows how and what means. Memento manages to take up Jackstraw, but it is a double kill for Woolite. And Schnarton is still standing here. Maybe he's going to hit a very good javelin, but Smiley manages to juke it. So it's not going to be that much of a problem, but it seems like Misfits are looking for a tower dive. Smiley's still level 2. Here comes double flash from both. That's an immobilization. Here comes the javelin, but this tower dive might not be the best option because here comes the teleport from the top lane. Raven is on the chase. The kill is going to go to Gragas, as this is going to be a shutdown. But do not forget, 3 kills for Woolite.
That is massive. There was actually a lot of money on his head. There was 300 gold on his head that just got popped and gone, which is also good for Vitality.Bee. But Woolite already securing 3 kills for himself when it was just 4 minutes in the game. That is a good start for them. That is
fantastic stuff.
Yes.
And also burning the ultimate, that means that, the teleport, that means that Aggressor has the meanings to farm himself as much as he wants, as he pleases. Here comes another hook! Just at the moment we're getting a replay. Can we please have a look what is happening at the bot lane? Yes, Hustling is going down yet again. That's another kill. And here comes the teleport from, I think it's Aatrox in there. Yes, and Smiley's going down. This is another double kill on the bot lane.
Misfits, are you back? Because I am seeing the Misfits that we know, finally. In the last game, that wasn't exactly what we're used to, but here,
the boss is back.
Oh yeah, and he is showing the teeth.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a kill for Aatrox, 10 CS lead, a burn teleport just now. That means he's not going to have a experience disadvantage. 4 kills onto Woolite and 5 assists onto Jackstraw. I mean, look at this. Boom. Beautiful hook. A lantern to Woolite and a teleport from behind. That was just pure bonkers.
Yes, and yet again, this is what Misfits Premiere know how to do and love to do. Playing for...
Oh, Certus might be in trouble right now, but here comes the lantern. The saving lantern that just basically shows Vitality.Bee, whatever you do, it's not going to work.
Oh yeah, he didn't even need to use it. It's just... It just has to be there.
Just the presence of the lantern just going, okay, fine, thank you, have a good time.
Yeah, thank you. It was nice, exchanging health with you. No,
it was nice seeing you in the mid lane. You be sure to have fun, alright? Okay, thank you, see you.
Was nice while it lasted. Thanks, bye. Anyhow, oh, Shockwave!
Oh, a Shockwave here comes onto deep legs. And the Chaos Storm also propped onto Certus. It's a question who's going to have a little bit of more damage. It's driving Certus away from the tower, and it means he's not going to go and try to secure that kill. But is Memento going to take that Drake? I am a little bit concerned about that because, I mean, he has the priority. They are prioritizing the bot lane, but the mid lane is in the hands of Team Misfits. Memento might not, I mean, he probably will have enough. Yes, he will have enough.
Yeah, he will take it. Almost no problem for him, and Misfits are either not aware
that smite available, though.
Yeah. He takes it.
He takes the Inferno
Misfits
Drake.
were either not aware that he was taking it or decided to give the first Drake, which is what they do sometimes. Not the best tactic, doesn't always pay off, though. Specifically for Misfits.
I mean, it's the first Drake. They are in the massive lead, 2,000 gold. I think they can afford to throw one Drake, especially the fact that this is not even close to be a Soul or anything. This is just the first Drake. The next one is going to be Soul Drake, Ocean Drake, in 4 minutes and 30 seconds. That means that you can fish for it. This is going to be a massive Drake for you. And I mean, I'm still just Woolite in 4 kills lead over Smiley. This is brutal. 8th minute into the game. This is just bad for Vitality.Bee, of course.
And he has much more minions at this moment. He is feeling better.
Oh, Schlatten failed his W. That sucks. That sucks.
We were just giving kudos to the whole team, and you
and you ruined it. No kudos anymore.
Yeah, no kudos for you. Bad boy.
He's not a dog. He's a cat.
I mean, it works with cats too, usually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can just spray some water on him. Psh, psh, no.
Okay, fine. Yeah, okay, fine. That works too. Anyway, in the meantime, the bad boy is taking the Herald, and we're having yet another fight here in the bot lane. Although this time, Vitality.Bee managed to drive Misfits away because of the reinforcements coming from the mid lane. Memento already hit his level 6. so that means the Ragnarok is available for him. Schlatten picks up the Herald. Maybe we're going to see some kind of a tower dive. I think this is a possibility.
It is a possibility. I don't know yet, though. We need to see. Oh, there's a hook that just missed. Oh, unfortunately.
Smiley hit this level 6. That means the Killer Instinct is available. But here comes
yes, it's gonna be
the Shrine for Woolite. Also, Deeplex is here. Basically, the whole team Vitality.Bee is there. Here comes the Killer Instinct and the stun onto Woolite.
The lantern
gets away with a lantern. So nothing is going to happen.
Yeah, that was a miss from Misfits Premiere because there were absolutely no good walls for them to see on time that the mid laner and the jungler were coming together. But the good lantern, and you live, and you live. Good. Oh, another shockwave, the second one.
Shockwave. Here comes the javelin throw. Everything is thrown in there. A good stun, but it's not going to save you. Deeplex is going down. Maybe even the Herald is going to be popped in the mid lane. And here comes Memento with a very aggressive flash. Will Misfits manage to get away from here? Schlatten takes yet another tower shot. Gragas might be on the chase. Yes, he is on the chase right now. That means he's going in there. Schlatten plays mind games.
Look at this sneaky little kitty cat. Oh,
and
that
the kitty cat escapes.
First of all, the reaction of Schlatten when he propped his flash immediately when he saw the flash being propped on Memento, and then just escaping.
Maybe that's going to be a gank.
Oh yes.
The box in there, the knockup is in there, everything is in there, but Schlatten is not going in. Jackstraw is actually going down relatively quickly. So is Hustling. He's going down with the last auto attack. Here comes Memento. They might be able to pick up Jackstraw in this exact position. Has no flash available for him. Not misses with the smite, and the Ragnarok is getting popped. Going to be killed with an E of his own, but not exactly the worst of the losses.
Exchange of supports, not great, not terrible.
Are you Dyatlov from Chernobyl? Not great, not terrible?
Absolutely not. Maybe. Can we go back to the game? Thank you.
Also, gold drinker for Aggressor.
Oh damn. Oh damn, this is
pretty big.
Yes, that is pretty big. Oh, that's gonna be so good. Is it gonna be again the one-man army? Silence is my answer. Yeah, I think he is. I actually think he is.
Might be. That's a Kraken Slayer for Aphelios. He's going to be a very big problem for both Memento and Raven.
That's gonna be Kraken Slayer for Smiley as well. They're again going for the same first items.
I don't think we rarely see any else items actually getting picked up in the games of LFL as much as I can see it. It's most of the times it's Kraken Slayer.
A lot of Gale Force, especially in the beginning. It was a lot of Gale Force.
Okay, fine. At least now we don't see Gale Force as often.
Oh,
a good hook onto Hustling yet again. Is he going down? Absolutely. The javelin throw. Oh, manages to escape over the wall, but there's no momentum speed for him. Smiley. No, didn't body block his support. He's going down. Schlatten is on the chase. More. That's another javelin. Not going to hit. Yankos, watch and learn.
Oh, that's not how you treat your support. Woolite in the meantime, taking the tower, taking all the turret plates, taking the tower, feeling good there. 200, I think, gold on him. 117 millions versus 82 on Smiley. We're having a fight on the mid lane.
Right in the mid lane, once, and here comes the Shockwave. Deeplex is going down absolutely quickly. Aggressive escapes with the lantern from Jackstraw, and despite the teleport from Raven, no kills for you today as Misfits go away as winners from that fight.
Jackstraw, you are the man today. These lanterns are just incredible.
That's why you ban Thrash.
That's Herald. Oh, at the base this time.
Cool down.
Yeah.
I mean, Misfits don't really need it. I mean, they're 6,000 gold in the lead. It's 13th minute into the game. 3-9. Why would you need this Herald?
May I remind you that in the previous game, they also were in the lead in the beginning. In a very good lead. Not that massive, but still.
Okay, fine.
Yet they managed to lose everything.
But it's 5 kills on Woolite. Come on. Oh, Schlatten might be in a kind of a trouble right now. Hustling with a very good engage. Here comes the Ragnarok. Here comes the stun. He's going down a solidly nice bounty here. But the turret is also going down. So and also with the turret plates going, I think both to Aggressivo and Schlatten over here.
Oh, not sure actually. Didn't catch it. But
It's definitely going to Schlatten because of the Herald, because he was the
Okay.
one to pop the Herald.
then goes for aggressivity because I'm pretty sure he managed to hit the
Yes,
tower. And
so I
that is a
think I think they
Drake.
both got it. And the Drake, Woolite takes it solo within no any problem. The Ocean Drake, the next, oh, the Mountain Soul is going to be the next one. We're looking for some very early soul here.
That's something that would really work for Misfits, I would say this time, because Vitality.Bee are already pretty chunky. Now Misfits need to chunk themselves off a little bit too.
Aggressivo already has his Gold Drinker. He's very, very tanky already. There is also Thrash, who is insanely good against that Olaf and against the Kaiser. Maybe not that good against Kaiser, but he's insanely good against the Olaf. He's going to be able to stop him quite nicely because of these basically natural ability to do well against AD champions.
Yep, that's very true. When do we have the Herald? Are we going to have the next Herald? Because I only see
It's
the timer for
popping
the
off right now as we see
Okay.
the yellow watch in there. Here we go. The Herald is spawned.
Okay, so I have a feeling that Schladen might go very soon for it. I think he might actually be going now. He's probably taking the crab now on the river.
No, the crap is being taken already by Vitality.Bee, but it doesn't matter. Aggressive might be actually caught in here.
No.
That's why it doesn't matter, but it's not the popcorn just steals with everything.
Look at
He's taking the
Woolite.
Herald in the bush. That's the thing.
Okay, but look at the Woolite. He's just taking another tower for him. Yes, there is a tower going down on the bot lane for Misfits Premiere. Can you continue? I'm going to sneeze.
Bless you, but it's still the second tower being taken on the top lane. That means, and the Aggressivo saves the first tower over here as well for himself, which is a big thing. But he might pay for his life over here.
He
The
will.
CC is quite real. Hustlin is already here. Here comes Memento as well. But Jackshaw is here for the save. World's End is getting popped in there. Here comes both teleports from the from both of the teams. So Ragnarok is in there, and Jackshaw is not going down. Picks up a kill on Memento, and Aggressivo is still on the chase. You have to be afraid of this Darkin. Comes with a brutal damage onto Hustlin. Can he chase him down? Here comes a flash from Hustlin, but here comes a flash of his own. A shockwave. Hustlin's down. Stun is not getting propped. Flash from Smiley. You have to be afraid of this Darkin.
This is how you turn around a fight.
And
Not
the
even-
Heralds also.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be another tower in the mid lane. And they'll go for Woolite. The man has so much money in his pocket by now.
I unfortunately I have missed the amount of gold that he had in the
was a
lead.
lot.
It,
I can tell you
don't-
the
I don't
exact
even
sum. It
want-
was
I don't
a
even
lot.
want. Honestly, I don't even want to know because I just don't want Smiley to feel bad about it.
Yeah, but look at the creep difference on the bot lane between the ADCs.
50. It's 50.
Look at the
my
gold
God.
though. It's
Almost
massive.
10,000 in
Ooh.
17th minute into the game. Can they do anything about it? I don't think the Vitality.Bee can do anything about it. They're going for a cheeky way in here. Ragnarok is getting popped. Also the explosive cast. I take my words back as Vitality.Bee actually turning this fight really in their favor, taking the double kill on the bot lane, but Aatrox continuing to push the top lane is going to probably go back. No, he's not actually going to
No,
go
he's
back
continuing to push, and he has.
yes, and Misfits are maybe even looking for some kind of a good action as well. The top tower might be going down. No, it's only half HP, but it's still going down relatively fast. Victor is going there to try and stop him from doing that. He will
No,
not be
he will
able
not.
to stop him from taking the tower.
He will be able to stop him from taking the inhibitor too, though. But the tower is down, and Vitality.Bee have a pretty open base by now. Because look at the difference in towers. There is one tower
6
taken by
towers.
Vitality.Bee and 7 taken by Misfits Premiere. Yes, and that is a lot of money, especially for Woolite.
I mean, for right now, the Vitality.Bee tactic doesn't really work. The one that when they hype themselves and just win 3 games straight, because this sort of seems... I don't even know what kind of a miracle do Vitality.Bee need to pull off right now to win this game, because everybody is just so in such of a, almost everybody in such of a brutal lead momentarily. Especially, I'm looking at this Aphelios. This Aphelios is something that can easily 1v5 and easily take the pentakill into his hands, in my opinion.
I agree. They will not try to push a little bit the mid lane, it looks like, because they're gathering up all of them actually. But there is a Drake coming up in 20
Certus
seconds.
is quite a bit far. He's still continuing his push on the bot lane. Judging by the pings, I think they're trying to stack up, I think.
Probably. Hard to say now, but what you can see is that that is a siege. They don't even need Baron, which is actually coming up in a minute and 30 seconds, but they don't even need it to siege their
Here
opponent.
comes the Mountain Drake, though.
And they'll try to go for it.
No, they're not. I think they're going to go for the Baron. Straight
will
for
go
Baron.
for the Drake. He can take solo Drake.
He can take solo Drake, and
Yeah,
I think the rest of
for
Team Misfits are actually looking to take this very early Baron and try to end the game. And momentarily, I don't really think that there's anything that actually prevents them from doing so. With such perseverance that they have right now, I'm pretty much certain. I mean, look at the damage from Woolite. He has taken this Drake in 10 seconds.
Oh, the damage coming from Phyllis is insane. I don't know what could help Vitality.Bee. A really good team fight where they shut down everybody and take some good objectives or push some lanes could help.
There is not even that much of a gold bouncy, because if you look at it, we're not really that far in the game. We're still on 9,000 gold difference. We are only 20th minute into the game, so there is no bounties like we've seen in the previous game. Or I think, yes, it was the previous game.
Yeah. It was there where it was more than 600 per head.
Yeah, it was 600s, 900s, 700s on Victor, on it was Memento and D-Blake, so that means it was Victor, and I think it was Hecarim.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, because I'm even losing the remembrance one. I am a golden fish. I don't remember what happened 10 seconds ago, so it doesn't
Same
really
for
matter.
me. But I can tell you, there is a Baron, and it's already up. And Misfits will go into its direction, which they're already doing actually. They will try to secure it.
Yeah, pretty much so. Raven
with
doesn't have his
Woolite.
teleport available for him. Woolite is already here. The rest of Team Vitality.Bee are going here right now. I think that Misfits are trying to establish the control over the map. They are going for that Kaiser, though, I think, in before Kaiser escapes, apparently. But Aggressivo is left alone here with a bit of a Vitality team in there. Gragas is only now going from the bot side of the map, joining the fray. That means he's not going to be here, not in quite enough time. Misfits are just dancing around this Baron. I think they're just baiting. No, they're going to go and start and take it.
I don't know why they waited for so long.
Look how fast is it going down! But Vitality.Bee are apparently looking to try and do something about it. Can they do anything about it, though? This is my biggest question. Smiley is getting onto Schlatten. He's not going to be caught up by a javelin. They resetted the Baron. Here comes the flash from Hustling. There's Clear Instinct, everything, the explosive cask. They have managed to kill Woolite! But that's a very good explosive from the Shockwave Fears incoming. Schlatten has to flush away in order not to die. Takes Hustling with himself into the grave. But Vitality.Bee turned this fight around. Yet again, they're pulling miracles. They're going to take the Baron.
A good team fight where they kill almost everybody on Misfits Premiere side and take a good objective. Here it comes. Here is the chance that we've been looking for them to push the wave, the huge wave that is Misfits Premiere, to push it back and maybe try to go for a win in this game again, because they take the Nashor and now they have 3 minutes to do a miracle. Another miracle.
That is going on in here. This is my question, because Vitality.Bee are yet again pulling off something that I can only consider to be absolute miracles.
It's even hard to say because there's just so much happening in this team fight, but Woolite being killed pretty much the first, I think.
Instantly, almost instantly.
That was a huge difference actually for Vitality.Bee.
And look at the goal difference already. A few minutes ago, we've been at 10,000. The game is getting paused.
Not now. What
Anyway,
happened?
the goal difference. Unfortunately, we're not going to find out because we don't have the magical person who's going to tell us in our ear. So we're just going to try and continue with our little analysis. But again, the goal difference. A few minutes ago, we've seen 10,000 goal difference. Now it's already 6. 4K. Just like this.
Yeah. Well, you kill 4 members of the enemy team, you take the bounty off their heads, and you take the Baron. That's a lot of gold immediately.
Vitality.Bee are yet again just trying to pull off a miracle. And with all the possible respect that I have for Team Misfits, I'm starting to believe in Vitality.Bee. These
Honestly,
guys
yeah.
are just doing. They're doing the impossible.
Yeah. No, but overall, they right now have a much better team fight potential, and you can see it with the engage from Rel, with the ultimate from Gragas, and then they all
With the
coming
explosive cask,
in.
yeah.
Because whenever they're trying to pick someone from Misfits Premiere 1 by 1 or having small skirmishes, that's where they lose. But massive team fight, actually, they have an advantage for massive team fights.
Absolutely, yes.
Because Misfits Premiere have Shockwave, and the box, but that's basically it.
That's basically it. But I thought that I have legitimately thought that this much of a boost, of a snowball Woolite has received in the very beginning of this game is going to be, the game changer.
Yeah, but the problem...
Apparently it isn't.
The problem with Woolite receiving that huge advantage is that he needs to stay alive and do damage. If you manage to catch him and kill him immediately, the team is pretty much done because they have all their damage concentrated on one player.
I mean, the only thing I'm actually thinking about right now, how can Misfits try and get it in their way right now? Who do they actually have to focus, or how do they need? I think that momentarily they have to play around the Shockwave, the box and the Shockwave, the two ultimates that can provide them with enough advantage in a team fight.
Yeah,
but it's the question: how do you play around it with such of a lot of tools of getting around with it, such as Killer Instinct, the Stun, the Chaos Storm, the Explosive Cask, the Ragnarok actually as well, because you're basically invulnerable to the box and you're invulnerable to the Shockwave.
Yeah, I mean, they also need to be really, really careful with how they position Woolite in the game to prevent what just happened at the Burn Pit, to prevent him from just being taken out instantly. He needs to leave and he needs to do the god's work, basically.
Momentarily, they don't really have the damage anywhere else. I mean, Schlatten possesses the damage, quite a lot of it as well.
Yeah.
But, I mean, can he compete? He is probably able to compete with Victor, though. Especially with the boost that he has on his own. He's already building into Zhonya's.
But he needs to land his javelins good. Which
He does this relatively nicely, I would say.
It's hard to do it in a team fight when the chunky guys jump forward and you just don't have enough room and enough time to find a room to throw a good javelin.
Here's the Archangel picked up by Oriana. This is going to provide Certus with a lot of sustainability of his own, actually.
Yeah. But right now Certus is mostly the controlling champion. There is not too much damage coming from Oriana, as we've seen before, but
she's still doing enough, I would probably say.
The shockwave itself is more than enough. That's all you need from Oriana. That's all you expect from her in such composition. Oh, that's actually another tower going. No, not going.
Still not going down, and Smiley's probably going to go back right now because Misfits continue on their push. Here comes the stopwatch and the Thorn Mail, picked up by a Hustlin and a Raven, respectively. This is a huge thing for Raven because there's a lot of AD damage, especially from aggressive and especially from Woolite. So this is going to be something that he really needs momentarily.
Drake. The third Drake is coming up, or the fourth Drake
10
is coming
seconds.
up. It can be the third Drake for Misfits Premiere, and then they will be really close to taking that soul. And right now you can see they really, really, really need that soul.
I mean, with Schlatten and Woolite, they can do it relatively fast.
Yeah.
It seems like Vitality.Bee are going to try to take the advantage of this and go for the top lane and try to secure the top lane for themselves. They won't be able to do it exactly in time, though, because right now they will definitely be able to take this tower, but I don't really think that they're going to be able to take the next tower. Here comes the aggressive. Here's the Jack Troll, and Certus and Woolite are not as far, although they still continue to push on the mid lane. Maybe Aggressivo is looking for a cheeky angle to catch Smiley, but Vitality.Bee just decide to retreat because this is probably the best thing they can do right now.
Yeah, they don't have... Well, the Baron buff is right now burning off, so nothing else left for them to do on the top lane. They can't really push versus Aggressivo, especially with Jack Troll around.
And they still can't really go into the open fights. They need to fish for a good angle. They need to fish for a good initiation. Although the more sustainability they have, the better it is. Now there's a Banshees picked up by Victor and also Zonius. That was bought by Schlatten.
Yeah, that's good for him. That's massive for him, actually. He really needs this. He really needs this opportunity to go golden in the fights. That's what he has been missing so far.
At least this is going to give you enough survivability in those fights. This is something that you need when you have Kai'Sa and Deplex on Victor around, because their amount of control is quite insane. Vitality.Bee are grouping themselves in the bot lane. Here comes the headcam tank. Here comes the saving lantern, meaning that there's going to be no initiation from Vitality.Bee. Again, beautiful reactions from Jack Troll.
This man really knows how to throw a good lantern. And his lanterns get picked up, which is actually huge for any Thresh player. Can I just...
This is true, yeah. The only thing that Vitality.Bee can play around is they can try to body block those lanterns. That can be huge for them. But it seems like actually the trap is going to be laid onto Vitality.Bee themselves. Although Aggressive is getting spotted on the ward right now, this is not the best position for him to be. But he manages to get away while Vitality.Bee retreats with their forces, regrouping back at the mid lane, because that's where the main issue is happening right now. 1 minute and 20 seconds until the next Baron is going to be set up. And I have a feeling that we are going to see a fight for it.
Yes, absolutely. Both teams need it, because both teams can push dramatically if they manage to get a good Baron buff. Well, Baron buff is a good buff, just saying. But Misfits Premiere can actually, if they get this, they can push simultaneously through at least 2 lanes. Maybe throwing Woolite or Aggressive on the top lane, and then altogether going through the mid lane, and at least destroying actually 2 inhibitors, because one of the inhibitors is already completely open. If Vitality.Bee take the Baron buff, they won't be able to do as much with it, but they will be able to clear either the side lanes or the mid lane. Probably not getting the inhibitors, but it depends on how the fight will look like.
They're prolonging, if they will be able to pick up that Baron, that means they can prolong the game and try to actually win it.
Yeah.
That's probably the biggest thing around for them right now, because they are in a position right now where they can't fight in an open fight. This is true, but they can find a good angle and they can win those team fights. And what happens when when Misfits are going to be put in this position? This is something that Vitality.Bee really wants to go and fish for right now. And if they do manage to take it, if they do manage to put themselves in this position, this is going to be a game changer for them.
True. So that's why there's a lot of tension. The Baron is
Guardian Angel.
Yes, Guardian Angel full light.
300 CS already on him.
There was also a Collector just picked up for Smiley, which is also huge for Kai'Sa.
It absolutely is. Both of the champions have hit their power spike. This is going to be pretty huge. Hustler maybe looking for initiation, but Aggressive is there standing and basically protecting those bushes from getting walled. Wards are everywhere at the Baron.
Look at the
Baron place.
The wards. It's insane. They're absolutely in every bush. There is at least one of them.
The tension is getting up, though. Everybody is starting to go on their toes. 50 seconds left until the next Drake is going to be spawned. This is going to be a Mountain Soul, something that Misfits really need right now, because if they can manage to secure it from themselves, that means that Vitality.Bee won't have an opportunity to fish even for those cheeky angles. Will they trade those objectives? Will they fight for Baron? I don't really know, but it seems like they're actually going to do that, because right now the teams are exchanging the sides. I'm very sorry, I'm getting confused in words already. But it doesn't really matter. It seems like Vitality.Bee are trying to secure the vision around the Baron. 15 seconds left until the Mountain Drink is going to be spawned. Everybody's just they're not on their toes anymore. They're on their nails, standing on their nails like ballet dancers.
Ballet dancers don't stand on their nails.
It doesn't matter. Not in this moment. Here comes the Mountain Drake. That's the Soul and Vitality.Bee go for this Baron. Although Jack Troll and Schlatten are already there, will Schlatten be able to steal this? There's no opportunity to throw the Javelin. 2,000 on this Baron. And he doesn't steal it. He flashes for it, but he doesn't steal it. Vitality.Bee secure the Baron, but the Drake, the Mountain Soul is going for them. The fight started. Jack Troll is getting caught in there with explosive explosive cast, but he answers with a hook of his own. That means Raven is going down. What a man to be alive. I would put it like this. Misfits on the chase right now. They have this all in their hands, even though the Vitality.Bee do possess the Baron buff. Can they do something about it? I don't exactly think so. Aggressive might be actually caught in here. Here comes the World's Ender. Here comes the Gore Drinker, living as long as he can, but he's not able to live long enough, although he buys his team enough time to take this first tower. Warlight is on the chase onto Dplex, manages to take the kill. It doesn't, but yes, that's him. Warlight takes that kill. That means that Misfits are able to continue to push. There's 4 members of them and only 3 members of Vitality.Bee that continue to push. The Baron buff is still 2 minutes in the shockwave onto Smiley. He has no mana. That means he cannot really continue with the push with the D-push as much as he wants to. But the Baron minions is preventing Misfits to going any further. They're going to take the second inhibitor and probably they're going to retreat. The Baron it goes to Vitality.Bee, but was it worth? That's what you have to ask yourself.
No, probably. I mean, there was a call from Vitality.Bee to there's
teleport from Raven. That means the fight is going to continue right now. As here comes the belly toss. Here comes the explosive fast cask, and Stratton doesn't really have a way to getting out. Here comes Memento. The hook is missing onto Raven. Here comes Smiley. That means Stratton has to go not to die in here, but he's probably not. No, he's saved again by a beautiful lance. And here comes Aggressivo, joins into the fight. Also, the teleport being burned from the base. That means Victor is about to join the frame as well, and that is somebody's calling back. I'm not able to see who is that precisely. I think it's Stratton. Yes, it's Stratton. And both Jacktroll, both of the teams are going to reset. I can finally breathe.
Okay, so going back to the exchange of the objectives. There was a call from Vitality.Bee. They knew that Misfits Premiere will go to get that soul because they really needed that soul. And they decided to exchange it for a Baron. That didn't really turn out well. In such team composition, in knowing that the only thing that Misfits Premiere actually lack from winning the team fights is the sustainability, letting them take the soul completely for free wasn't the good calling. They ended up being sieged themselves. With the Baron buff active on them, being sieged is not exactly where you want to see yourself.
Although they're still managing to take the goal difference onto a different level, where 32nd minute into the game, there is only 4,000s actually, 4,000s and 400s. What is basically the difference between the team, of course, in the favor of Misfits Premiere. So they are able to prolong, but are they prolonging the inevitable or prolonging to win the game? This is the biggest question that we have to ask ourselves right now. Vitality.Bee are looking for a cheeky angle right now. Raven is going to on the chase. Here comes the Moonlight Shrine. Here comes the teleport from Orianna. That means Orianna is going to join the fray. Arslan is already at quite a low amount in HP. Has to use his initiation tool in order to disengage from the fight. And Aggressivo just playing the one-man army, tanking the tower for Warlight to get it down. But it's not actually enough damage because there's no debuff from the minions onto that tower. That means they can't really go in there. The pings on the map suggest that they want to try, and the Vitality.Bee want to try to de-push the top lane that is getting heavily pushed because of the super minions. But the fight on the bot lane still continues. Both of the teams are not looking to withdraw. Here comes a shockwave onto Hustlin, but it's not going to be let me say, some kind of a lever push for the fight. Aggressivo is still tanking the turret. They're trying to take the turret down without the minions. They can do that without any kind of problem. This is going to be a pretty long push, but this is going to be a push nonetheless. Almost managed to take the tower down. The inhibitors are not spawning soon. 2 minutes until both of the objects are going to be up. That means, here comes a very good explosive cask, but a lantern saving Warlight from the fight. The fight there's brawling everywhere. Warlight taking up 1 kill, but he's not going down. What is happening? I don't even understand. What I do understand that Misfits won this fight,
and they're winning the game.
Take Dplex with themselves, and they're going to finish the game over here.
Yes, they're going for it. There's absolutely no chance that Vitality.Bee can do anything because they're all dead after the last fight. There was a really good initiation from Raven, but it didn't really work out because Woolite this time lives. And even if he managed to kill him, he has the Guardian Angel and killing.
Thanks to Jacktroll again.
Yes.
With that lantern, he saved him again.
Yes. Jacktroll, kudos to you for saving everybody in this game. Really, Jacktroll, that was amazing.
Brutal, Jacktroll.
Yeah.
I'm sending you flying kisses. This was just fantastic.
I'm biggest fan of Jacktroll by now. He knows it though.
I mean, I don't know where we're going right now. Are Misfits going to pull it off at 3-1? Are Vitality.Bee are going to just go all of a sudden popping off And 2-2, I'm going to have a tiebreaker and the most intense fight of the quarterfinals and the semifinals. I have no idea, and I'm really craving to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see you in the next game. Don't go anywhere. This is Vitality.Bee against Misfits in the semifinals. No, I'm not even going to say Vietnam right now. You just know everything for yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you again. Misfits against Vitality.Bee. We are switching sides yet again because this is going to be the next game. Things are looking massively right now. 2-1 in the favor of Team Misfits. They stampeded over Vitality.Bee in the previous game, even though Vitality.Bee were putting up a great fight. Is it going to be a 3-1 for Misfits? We're about to see.
This is potentially the last game of today. Potentially. I'm saying yes, because it's either going to be the last game or we're going to see one more and we're going to see a tiebreaker. And I'm really excited and I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know which scenario I'm hoping for more.
I mean, partially I'm hoping for the tiebreaker.
I know,
I want these teams to just put their best.
I'm afraid it will be just a little bit too much for me and maybe for you and for your voice.
I don't care. I will sacrifice my voice for Jack Troll, for Smiley, for Woolite, for everybody.
Thanks already to sacrifice for Jack Troll. No.
I will sacrifice my voice, my lungs, everything, because I want to see the greatest fight in the LFL that we've seen yet.
I mean, all the fights that we've seen today so far have been really great. Like, some of the ultimates have been.
That's why I'm going to take a sip of the tea.
Yeah, our French colleagues are looking at Twitter. Something is apparently happening there, but it's in French, so we can't really follow, unfortunately.
I can only see Tinkrov going, "Are you cocky again?" Last time we did, you were saying speaking like that.
Ouch!
I think that's a little bit that they showed us when they had the bug with the teams and when they saw a bit of a Discord in that. I think.
I'm not sure.
I'm not 100% convinced.
We can't
but
really
I've seen this nickname there.
Oh, maybe. Maybe. I don't
the
know.
Ricadam.
I don't know. It would be nice if anybody could tell us what was happening there, because we don't know. Absolutely. But what I was trying to say a little bit earlier, so far today, in the games that we've seen, we managed to witness some of the greatest ultimates we have seen so far. Especially Raven with that now ultimate versus 5 people at the same time, just pushing everybody, slamming everybody against the wall.
Yes, that was brutal.
Jack Troll was just Jack Troll. Not even.
He was a monster.
He was
a monster in the previous game.
Oh yes, he was my MVP absolutely for the last game. Like, nobody can top this performance for me anymore.
Absolutely not. I mean, everybody can confirm, even to the officials of Misfits, probably the best performance on Thrash in the split. If
overall,
not the best.
Overall, the best performance on supports that we've seen so far from Jack Troll.
Yes.
On Thrash, on Rel, on Leone.
That's why it's banned already by Vitality.Bee.
Rel is not in the ban yet. Who is speaking up first this time? It's Misfits Premiere. So they might try not to ban Rel, and they might try to pick her up, because that's what Vitality.Bee did last time.
I'm pretty sure Vitality.Bee are going to ban it. I am pretty sure they will.
Kaiser's banned though. Okay, makes sense.
Rel.
Tristana is available though. Seraphine.
No.
Oh, it's gonna be Rel now for Misfits. Please tell me it's gonna be Rel for Misfits. Oh,
it's going to be Tristana for Misfits. They're going for it again.
Okay. Priority is a little bit different from mine, but understandable.
Have a nice day.
Yeah. Oh. They
Oriana.
secure Oriana for Duplex and they secure Rel for Hustlin.
Here comes Rel.
They are just taking the picks from Misfits. Misfits are taking picks from Vitality.Bee. That was it's pretty fair.
I would really love to somehow continue on your thought, but I'm so stumbled and I have no words. I just want to see the picks. I've got nothing to say because
Oh, the pony was not banned again.
Oh god.
Oh
my god!
Yes!
The confusion on the faces of our French colleagues. This is going to be the best match that we've saw just yet.
Yes. Oh my god, yes. Oh, this is so good. Okay.
Oh my god. I have no words.
Uh-huh.
I'm literally speechless because I don't know how to react on that. Basically, we've now just shifted. Everything just shifted.
Oh, now taking supports from Jack Troll. There is still Leon available. I think Misfits will try to ban something for the top lane now, or more ADCs.
It's pretty much the same for both of the teams. They have the mid lane, they have the jungle. No,
No, it's
the mid
not.
lane. It's a flex pick for mid.
Ooh,
Oh my
good
god!
ban. Yes. They really don't want to give her to Vitality.Bee again. Last time it was a disaster. As soon as he hit mid
Going to be
game.
Cyan top lane then.
Oh, unless Vitality.Bee takes Cyan for themselves.
I don't think we've seen Raven to play Cyan.
I
Not
think
yet.
we have. I think we have.
Or maybe we have. This is true.
Nautilus.
Maybe we have actually.
Still Leon is
Nautilus
available.
getting picked. You can go for Leona. There's no Alistair for you.
Okay,
Saya
yeah.
is also going to the bans. That's not a surprise. We've seen Smiley to pull off some miracles
Is
with
he gonna pick
Saya.
affiliate? Ooh, Samira.
What?
Oh my god.
Lock it in. Lock it in.
Oh, it's gonna be so good against
Do it.
Tristana with the ability to block all
Do
the tags.
it.
Just no.
Aww.
I mean, understandable.
Even our French colleagues are disappointed. Silver.
Yeah,
Oh.
please. Our French colleague faces say it all. Yes, that is actually very good for Rel. A
Here
very
come-
good
here comes
combination.
Cyan.
Here comes Cyan for the top lane, yeah. But I'm just thinking, I never thought of it actually, but Severe's ultimate is exactly what Rel lacks. Yes! 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 Lock it! Lock it! Yes!
Yes.
Finally!
Oh my god. Are we going? Officially, Jack Troll is the man of today's evening.
Yes.
Officially.
I mean, he's gonna have pretty hard time against Rel because we already discussed it.
I don't
Rel,
care.
I know. I'm trying to. Okay.
I know.
I'm
I
trying
don't
not to
care.
be biased,
I
okay?
want to see two Titans collide with Cyan locked in. Go ahead and lock in
Renekton.
freaking Renekton if you want to. I want to
Renekton
see the Titans, the
or-
heroes collide,
or
the worlds
Atrox.
collide.
Oh, they will collide. They will collide in this game. Oh.
Oh
Are you
my
serious?
god!
Yes!
Oh yeah!
Yes!
You're in for a bloody mess. That's what I'm
Can
telling
I
you.
switch to our French colleagues yet again because their emotions say it all. Honestly,
This is the most unpredictable draft we had
Yes.
in the LFL through the whole regular season and
yeah.
the playoffs.
Oh yeah, I don't think anything can top this. We go to the
Nothing.
finals prepared for absolutely anything after this.
Tomorrow is the finals.
Oh yeah.
So this can be topped with the finals.
You sure?
But right now, this is the most tense thing I've seen in my entire life. Because right now, this is both teams pulling off the most surprisable combinations
Look
that
at
I've seen in my entire life.
Smiley. He's even taking cleanse for this fight just because
Can't
it's gonna be
blame him.
unpredictable. Yeah, absolutely.
I can't blame that man. I mean, I would be very afraid to go on the lane with Jack Troll picking Leona.
Yeah.
I'd rather commit suicide. Just
No.
go FF on the very first minute you go into the game. Just FF. Goodbye. Thank you. No.
Gary ported.
Is like, you know, is when you see Hillisang picking Rakan, no. Is the same when Jack Troll picks Leona. No, just thank you. No, thank you.
I mean, Rel is still a better pick than Leona, objectively.
Don't spoil the fun.
I have to. I'm sorry. I am really, really trying to be objective here. It's hard for me because, you know, I'm rooting for Polska Górą as much as I can. But I am just trying to be objective here, and Rel is slightly better pick. Even I mean, if it was Tristana Rel, that would have been absolutely devastating because Tristana jumping into you and Rel controlling you would have been just almost an instant death. Now she doesn't have Tristana. Sivir is not the jumpy. But
She's the speedy.
she's the speedy first of all, and secondly she is the blocky.
Oh yeah,
With
she's
the
a blocky.
shield.
She can block Jack Troll's
If
initiation.
you have enough reaction, you can block whatever you want.
You can absorb it with the damage, though, because if you throw E from Tristana, that means that you will absorb the shield, which gives an opportunity to Jack Troll to go in, although you will lose a lot of damage.
Yeah. But if you get a kill in the
brutal.
end, yeah, it is going to be brutal. I'm really looking forward to this game. And yet again, as it was in the last game, the eyes are going to be on the whole map, not just any specific line, I would say.
No, absolutely not. I mean,
I really
God,
want, yeah, I really
on the
want
top
to
lane,
see top lane.
back again in the Pro League.
Yes, we
God.
miss you. We miss you.
I have missed one of my favorite top laners. I really, really missed him. When they didn't, because this is going to be a true story, all right? But I mean, I can sell it. I think before they have reworked him, I was playing a lot of Urgot's ADC because it was massive at the time because of his E combined with his Q that you could basically just shoot all over the map without any kind of a problem. Your ultimate, the switch, was basically just a switch, but you were just melting through your opponents with the combination of EQ. And when they have reworked them, I thought this to be one of the greatest reworks Riot have ever pulled off because of the way how they designed. And I've been maining him for such a long time, and I was very, very disappointed when he just disappeared from the Pro League because he wasn't really that viable. And now he's back.
No, he is.
Are we going to see some executions? I hope we're going to see some executions.
I'm pretty sure we will, though. His ultimate is going to be a massive threat, though, to whoever ends up to be too close to him.
I mean, you could go for the belly eating, basically, into a flash, something that Bwipo from Fnatic used to do quite a lot of times, and he was very good at it, and basically fearing whole enemy team. This is something that you can do quite easily, and this is going to provide a lot of control without actually having the direct control. It's not like the Onslaught of the Shadows. You just basically click where you want to go, and if you go through the champion, you fear him. No, this is going to be a little bit different, but if executed correctly, this can be much more devastating than the Onslaught of the Shadows, which we actually have in the game, because Schlatten is going to be playing the feared Hecarim.
Yeah. Though, to be honest, again, as it happened in the last games, Vitality.Bee possesses a little bit more control on their side. It's not too much, but still, they have Shockwave on their side. Question is if it's gonna be good Shockwaves, because frankly, so far, Diplex plays on Orianna were a little bit behind, in my opinion, versus Certus plays on Orianna, especially in terms of the Shockwave execution.
Yes, but we know that Diplex is able to withstand a lot of punishment.
Yeah.
So I am not 100% convinced that that it's actually going to be that much of a big win for Certus, because we know how much of a very good sustainability Diplex provides for himself on the lane. He's able to withstand a lot of very bad punishment and still come up on top of it. So this is something that, I have a little bit of a concern about. Although fear beyond death is going to be such a big thing in this game.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
I'm literally just feeling this tension inside of I'm trembling inside. I'm literally trembling inside because I don't know what to expect. And I am 100% convinced that this is going to be just... I don't want to swear. I will not swear. But you all get what I want to say. Here comes Hustlin. That's a very good first engage. Here comes Jack Troll, though. Onto Smiley, but Woolite's in a bit of a worse position. Hustlin is full HP while Jack Troll is half HP away. Here comes the Q from Smiley. He's already run out of mana. Who's going to hit level 2 first? This is going to be the winner. Who's going to hit level 2 first? This is going to be Misfits. So that means that some TB have to a little bit withdraw, but they take the level 2 for themselves quite quickly as well. So that opens a possibility for both the teams. I am pretty sure that the shield is already up for Smiley. I am pretty sure that he went with that instead of Ricocheted. I am 100% sure about that. So that means this is going to be a pretty much of a bloody fight very, very soon on the bot lane.
Yeah, you could see the pinks a little bit earlier. It looks like Misfits really want to engage, but they're just not sure about the opening yet. I mean, with hustling already at level 2, it's really hard to find a good opening for yourself.
And Smiley has a lot of damage. He has this Q, which
Yes.
will pop off immediately. It's
Yes.
not Tristana's E. You don't have to stack it.
Exactly. They have the advantage of speed on their side, of speed with which the damage is being propped on the enemy champion.
But Memento and Schlatten are about to meet over here. Probably this crap is going to go to Schlatten because Memento is struggling a little bit with the clear. He went with a full clear, while Schlatten decides to take the crap first, because you want to establish the control over the lane. Here comes the initiation, but Woolite answers immediately with the disengage of his own. Both the bot lanes have hit level 3. The water's getting cleared by Ude. Ude is on the chase onto Schlatten. He's going to trap him into the bushes. Here comes the little bit of a fight. Here comes a stun from Memento. Memento is getting caught by the E. Here comes Certus onto Dplex, zoning him. Here comes a teleport, but Memento is probably going down. No, he flashes away, manages to escape, but here comes Raven, and the bot lane is over here as well. Here comes the teleport from the top lane as well. Here comes Aggressivo, and the fight starts. That's a bit of a brawl over here. The first blood managed to pick up by Misfits, but that's a trade kill for kill. A flash over the wall. Here comes Schlatten, re-engaged into the fight. Raven's going down relatively quickly. Woolite manages to get away. Huston is on the chase, but he's not going to get anything. Memento picks up a double kill for himself. Aggressive is on the chase, but here comes a teleport from Dplex. That means he's joining the fray. Aggressive taking up the kill as well. What's going on in here?
I don't know. I don't know how to call it. I don't know how to call it, my dear colleague, but that was a very, very early team fight. Probably one of the earliest team fight we've seen so far. One of them for sure. And
7 kills already.
Yeah.
4 minutes into the game, we have 7 kills in this game.
You can see both teams really want to win this game, and they want to do it as early as possible.
This was such a bloody mess over here. I mean, just bodies flying, dead bodies flying everywhere.
Yeah, and it started a little bit chaotically, just everybody fighting everybody in different sides of the map, and then it slowly evolved into a full team fight. And then I think Woolite got his first blood on Dplex by just jumping on him. Let me see it on the replay. Yeah,
that's absolutely correct.
Basically, just
Jacktroll and Woolite both jump on them, but that was like the cleanups because everybody started to clean everybody up. Woolite manages to escape, but Schlatten doesn't manage to, nor does Jacktroll, although he picks up Smiley. And Memento tries to escape here, but didn't manage to do so because of the slow. Here comes the teleport. Here comes the flash. Everything is burned in there. The kitchen sink, just everything.
Yeah. If only both teams had their ultimates by now, the ultimates would fly around also. Everything would fly. Everything flew already.
You can just see the tensions going up. Here comes the Hax Flash onto Jacktroll. Maybe he's in a bit of trouble, but he has a popcorn. That means he's going to secure himself. Also, the Ocean Drake is up. Smiley and... Both Smiley and Woolite are on the bot lane. Memento is here, and Hecarim is just slowly making his way towards the bot side of the map. Are we going to have some kind of a fight? I don't really think so. Dplex and Certus continue to exchange some fights. Raven has already hit his level 6. Fear Beyond Death is over here. Onslaught is not, but the double buff is on Aggressor. That gives him a little bit of an advantage in the fight. But still, you don't really want to fight Urgot one-on-one.
No, no, absolutely you don't, even if you're a Scion.
I mean, the damage he possesses from these passive with the legs. This is just brutal. Oh, Memento's over here.
Yeah, I expected a deport from Jacktroll, but that didn't happen somehow.
But Schlatten is also here.
Yeah, he will be making his way towards the Dragon Pit now, hopefully. It looks like.
Memento is going there for quite a bit of a deep gank in here. Here comes Dplex. Maybe there's going to be a shockwave, but didn't manage to land it too well. Maybe Schlatten for a counter gank over here. Maybe, I'm not particularly sure about that, but the mid lane is going to the bot lane. That means they're going with the Schlatten in there. Here comes the initiation, but it doesn't really work out the way that they needed. The fight continues, and Schlatten is getting caught by Memento. They have to retreat. Misfits have to retreat right now. Here comes the stun. That's going to be the second stun onto Jacktroll, but Jacktroll answers with the stun of his own. Can he manage to get away? He doesn't have the flash available. He manages to get away, even though Dplex is over here. Certus continues onto the push. Both teams are on the toes. The tension is so high.
Oh my god, yes. Yes, yes. There is just so much action happening all over the map. Just everybody being everywhere at the same time. And the fight still continues though on the bot lane. It's not exactly a fight anymore. Just exchange.
It's a bit of a skirmish.
Yeah, that's what I would call probably. Yeah, Schlatten is going to take the crab now at the river. Will they try to just go on and take the dragon just straight away?
Memento back, so they can possibly do that.
No, they're not going to. He's going towards. There is a Herald actually popping up soon, and there is Diplex. No, no.
But here comes Aggressor. What he's leading? Oh, they're looking for the red buff. They're looking to catch Memento here. But they're not going to do that because of a little bit premature. Here comes the Pain Train. Everything is thrown in there. Here comes the Onslaught of the Shadows. Memento doesn't have his flash available. Will he be able to get out? Moment speed from Diplex, but Certus is here for the cleanup. That's another kill towards Team Misfits, and the red buff going to Schlatten. Lots of investment, but paid off.
Kill secured, as you can say. Certus was there right on time, and now that is going to be a Herald for Schlatten. Solo Herald? Yeah, it looks like. Okay, good.
But the continuing push on the mid lane basically means they're prioritizing. Here comes some pings on the bot lane. I think it came from Schlatten that he said he's doing the. Maybe he's asking for help in doing that Herald, and he needs a little bit of the help, even though Diplex is very good at pushing the wave away. Memento is not going there right now. So that doesn't really matter. And Jacktrobe with Schlatten, they take the Herald in their hands. 1,000 gold, 1,500 gold lead into the favor of Team Misfits, but Vitality.Bee are keeping up with the pace quite graciously.
Yeah. They are losing right now, but they. Oh,
Certus might be caught here, but here comes Memento being caught in the enemy's jungle. Flashes over the wall. Here comes Smiley, but he won't able, even with the on the hunt, will it not save his jungler going. Memento is going down third time into this game already, caught in the enemy jungle. This is probably the Drake for Misfits.
They would need to push the bot lane further a little bit, I would say, and Schlatten is not going towards the Drake just yet, so he's going to take the red buff first, and then maybe he will move towards the Drake, and finally it will be taken.
I wonder what Saw are we going to have today. This is pretty interesting. Both of the teams are really looking to try and secure this game for them, because for Vitality.Bee, that means yet another chance for trying to qualify towards the finals. Is the dream real for them? They've started on such of a bad position. They weren't even capable of getting there in the 5th place, but just all of a sudden, they managed to get through. They slice through the quarterfinals, and now they are fighting Misfits in the semifinals. Is the dream real for them?
That is huge for them already, to be in the semifinals fighting against Misfits Premiere. Question is whether they can go further. That's what Misfits Premiere want also for the side. They want another chance for them, another chance for revenge against KC for taking the precious...
Memento might be caught in here again. Here comes the chilling smite, but the stun onto him. But some action here in the top lane. Oh, in the bot lane, I'm sorry. Both ultimates from the Misfits are getting burned, and Schlatten might be actually going there for the cleanup. Hustlin is in a little bit of a trouble because he's not lacking of Memento speed. Here comes the teleport from the mid lane. That means Diplex is going to join the fray, but Certus is already here to join the fight as well. Both top laners have sit on their teleports right now. Maybe they're going to try and go for their... No, this is a reset, pretty much a reset.
Yes, you can see Schlatten just turning away immediately.
I am, but I'm just a little bit concerned about those pings and the pings on the bot lane. Maybe they're going to... I think they're going to dive Smiley in here. Yes, they're going to dive Smiley in here. Okay, here comes Smiley. Here comes teleport from the top lane this time, as both and every member of Misfits are going away. The death beyond fear. It is going to be eaten!
Oh, that's not exactly the death you're looking for, even as a warrior. Ouchie.
Extremely painful and fearful death.
Yeah. You can see in the first attempt to tower dive on the bot lane, Schlatten just immediately turned away. Hustlin, can I finish my thoughts, please? Thank you.
Yes, you will be able to.
Schlatten immediately turned away when he saw the teleport being popped on the bot lane. And for the second time, they tried to do the same, because they really didn't want to have an equal fight on the bot lane. They wanted to secure the advantage that they had 3 versus 2. As soon as the teleport props, they don't have that advantage anymore, so they tried to the fight.
Schlatten is going there again for Hustling. Here comes the exhaust, the onslaught of the shadow. That means they fear a little bit of the time. Here comes the safe flash, and he lives.
He lives to see another day. Nicely done, Hustling. Oh,
but does this tower live to see another day? I don't really think so. This tower is probably going down. All the turret plates are going to go towards our little friend, our little Yordle friend, Warlight. A lot of money popped on this Tristana.
Oh yeah, Warlight is just collecting all the turret plates like mushrooms in the forest when it's autumn.
This is the dragon. This is dragon for Team Misfits, finally.
Final, are they taking it already? Yeah, I think they are, because Schladen is there, Woolite, Jack Troll, yeah, they're taking it, and I don't see Vitality.Bee anywhere around, so yeah, that's pretty much a safe Drake. Finally, first Drake secured by Misfits Premiere, well done. That's what we like to see.
Kraken Slayer picked up by Tristana, while the next Drake is going
that's
to
an
be the
early
Cloud
one.
Drake. Vitality.Bee might looking for some kind of a cheeky angle. I'm not particularly sure about that.
Are we going to have an Infernal Soul? Because that would be so good for both of the
I'm
teams.
so hoping for that.
Oh, look, actually, people this time believe in Misfits Premiere, because in the last game, it was the only game where people were voting more for Vitality.Bee. Now
Really? I haven't noticed. I really haven't noticed.
Yeah, it was like 50-something. Again, small advantage, but still the gap was there and people were voting for Vitality.Bee. But now they're back with Misfits Premiere. They believe in them again. And we have a switch in the lanes in the meantime.
Yeah, actually, also, I would like to point out, we haven't pointed out in 13 minutes, but it is the time to point this out. 3,000 gold difference in the favor of Team Misfits. Jack Troll caught here by the trap in the bush. The chain of CC is pretty nice. Fear Beyond Death connected. Solar Flare not going to save you. Getting feared, but Hustlin just deleted from the map as aggressive Rice with the teleport memento. In a bad trouble right there. Buster shot not going to be collected, but Smiley's going down because of the fearful Hecarim. The flash from aggressive. Here comes the onslaught of the shadows. Fear onto Raven. Yeah, right. So now as well, Raven's going down.
Oh, Woolite, just picking all the kills. You take my support, I take everybody I see from your team right now. That is the man, that is the spirit. And now he has 4 kills and 450 gold on his head. He's gonna back though. Deeplinks didn't manage to catch him. Nicely done, Woolite yet again.
Tense fights this is from the teams.
Both teams are incredible, actually. The way they called Jack Troll here was really good, but then that's the Woolite factor. That's the Woolite difference. He's just jumping in and deleting everybody from the game, basically.
New theory we're making up here. Like the Woolite factor.
Yeah, well.
Look at that. We do not fear the death because we're not going to die today, said Schlatten, and sending Raven into a fearful walk and also getting him into the grave. And they're going to take the Herald with himself.
I'm not sure that's what he said. I think it was something more like Polska Górum. Don't forget the Polska Górum. That we will never know.
Polska Górum will chase you to the grave, apparently.
Oh, I need to write it down and to place it on my wall.
Polska Górum will chase you in the grave? To the grave? Okay, fine. So everybody
also,
do not like Polska Górum anymore, right? Polska Górum will chase you to the grave.
I want this as a huge poster, and Misfits Premiere can just put it on their wall in their office as well.
In the headquarters, as here comes Slatten, but misses with the onslaught of the shadows. While in the meantime, Warlight is getting caught in the mid lane. Here in the top lane, and rather, I'm sorry, here comes the Herald in the mid lane. While in the meantime, this means that the tower might be going down. Here comes Memento with a counter gank of himself. That means he's not going to take this tower successfully. Warlight is downed. Oh my god, this action's happening everywhere in the map!
Yeah, but this time Woolite was the raid boss on the top lane, because you can see 3 members of Vitality.Bee just throwing everything they can to kill that little poor girl. And they managed to, of course, 3 versus 1. And Smiley this time is not taking the Kraken Slayer for himself. This is the Gale Force for him. Even more speed, going very speedy.
Very speedy. We have 2,000 gold lead for Team Misfits now. Vitality.Bee are managing to keep up with the pace rather nicely right here. We're going to see the way how Woolite was caught in here. Yes, because of Jack Troll, because of the fact that he went away probably to ward. Yes, to clear up the wards. And now he's going to go back. But the initiation from Huslin and Woolite probably just said, no, leave me here, do not die.
Yes, it looks like because Jack Troll was going to his direction to save him that he immediately turned away. So probably Woolite knew he was not going to survive, and it's better to give 1 kill to the enemy team than 2, because the enemy team is slowly but surely reducing the gap between you in the goal difference. You don't want to help them even more.
Absolutely, but are they reducing the gap in the objectives? 43 seconds late until the next dragon is going to be spawned. There's going to be a Cloud Drake, as we have mentioned before. Which team is going to secure that? The tower in the mid lane probably is going down because Tristana is here, the ultimate pusher. That means the tower is, boom, dead right now. and Schlanten is already around the Drake. Bless
sorry.
you.
Thank
I
you.
have heard that, so bless you.
Thank
The
you.
tower on the top lane might not live while the Drake is going to be up, but only Raven is there to try and basically stop the enemy team, prevent them from taking this. They are aware. Oh, he's going to back. No, it seems like Misfits are going to secure the Drake. Only 2 seconds left.
Yes, it looks like the Pharaohs are on their side this time. They're going to place a few words, hopefully. No, they're just going straight for the Drake, and they're taking it because Woolite is there, and the damage coming from this little Yodel is incredible. Though I must say, we saw already before that the damage coming from Smiley, especially from the Q from Smiley, is a lot. Yes, we have Infernal Soul! Finally, we're going to see some real action!
My god! This is going to be brutal.
Oh yeah, imagine Woolite with the Infernal Soul on his
Imagine
hands.
Smiley with the Infernal Soul.
Oh, that has too. Damn.
Imagine Certus with the Infernal Soul.
Oh yeah.
Imagine a Raven with the Infernal Soul.
Imagine everybody with Infernal Soul.
Just imagine it.
Oh,
the
poor
tower, in the
tower.
meantime, is going down relatively quickly. Nothing Vitality.Bee can do about it. But can they actually catch the little Yoda here?
No.
This is the question. But the rock and jump is still available. That means he's going to use it right now, get over the wall, and safely escape from the fight. The gap continues to grow. 4,000s now in the lead of Team Misfits.
They see him backing. They see him backing. Look at it.
Oh my god, he's going to be caught in here. The flash is away. Buster Shorts, no! The Buster Shot is going to save him right now because of the beautiful lineup that Vitality.Bee has provided.
He was backing right next to the wall, and you can see the pings, the red pings, just going all over the place where he was backing. They could see him. They tried to catch him, but yeah, they didn't exactly take the best position in order to chase Woolite, in order to chase Tristana, and they paid for it by not taking the kill.
They have taken the flash and the Buster Shot, so it's not exactly the worst of the trades. Also, I think that's the Lord Dominic's bow they've been taking right now.
Yes, I think it is. He took it actually in the previous game as well, and I was wondering at some point why, but if it works, it works. Was it last game or
to penetrate
the
the
one
tanks?
Yes, but it was either in the last game or 2 games before, and I was wondering. I don't remember why I was wondering. I would need to check.
All right.
I also have a very short memory.
Is it the Lord's Dominic's though, or is it the Last Whisper?
Oh, good question. I really can't tell because it's super small, and you know that I'm almost blind. Don't ask me, please.
That is true. I don't know. Anyway, Vitality.Bee maybe trying to... Oh, Schlatten might be going for a very good initiation. Steals the Raptor from Memento. That's at least something. Wastes a smite to do that. But it doesn't really matter. Raven is at the bot side while Aggressivo is picking up with his team right now in the top side of the jungle. Of the top red side of the jungle, that means Misfits are clearly at the territory of their enemies without any kind of a problem establishing the control over this territory with some very good wards right now, continuing the push on the top lane. Maybe they're looking to try and secure the very early Baron, and they can do that with that Tristan at their hands. Schlatten is going there for Smiley, though. Here comes the smite to get away with the shield, but Smiley, with a very good flash, manages to stay himself alive. Jackjo is caught in there. He's going to go down despite the solar flare, and that means that Misfits has to disengage, but the Memento is on the chase. Here comes the Shockwave, not going to connect. The Popcorn saved, and the Fear Beyond Death not going to connect as well. And Vitality.Bee are trying to go on the chase, but not able to do a lot. Aggressivo just standing there as the meat wall, not allowing anybody to continue on the chase. And Misfits successfully disengaged the fight from Vitality.Bee, even though they were very, very keen on trying to chase them down.
They still lost Jack Troll in this fight, though, but they managed to save everybody else. And considering that it could have been an ace, actually, for Vitality.Bee with the pace that they were taking in that fight, that was a good outcome for Misfits.
I also want to point out the juke from Smiley, because that juke was just brilliant.
I'm not sure I caught it, actually. In the very beginning of the fight?
Yes, in the very beginning of the fight with that flash.
Okay,
he flashes from the onslaught.
Yes.
He flashes from the pain train. He flashes everything else.
Yes.
And that's what just basically makes him to live another day.
Oh, look at Misfits, though, in the meantime. Oh!
Extremely aggressive Baron. Can they pull this off? Baron is going down extremely quickly, even without Certus in the fight. 4,000 left, 3,000 left already. Vitality.Bee are not able to do anything about it.
No,
are we going to
not.
see some kind of...
They knew what was
We're looking at the replay. Yes, Smiley's going down. While we're looking at the replay, Woolite just solo killed and one-shotted Smiley there. That's why they went for the Baron.
Oh, Okay, I see. That makes sense. Goddamn, Woolite is... He's
Oh,
unstoppable.
apparently we're starting swearing now. Oh my god, Certis! Got here with the Fear Beyond Death. Going to take Memento though! With the Gale Storm on the chase! Do not joke with that, Victor. He doesn't fear death.
Pain Train!
Pain Train is
Oh!
going there. Connects onto Raven.
Oh,
That's
Raven!
a knocker. That's a stun. What do we say to the God of Death? Not today.
Sometimes you say today, if you are Certus and you're playing on Victor and you have the Pain Train on your side, you say very much yes to the God of Death.
Vitality.Bee slowly losing control over this game, and Misfits re-establishing that control.
Are you sure?
They're going to take 2 towers right now on the top lane and the mid lane. No, okay, fine.
no.
They're not going to take the top lane. Almost.
Oh, that was pretty cool. But they're gonna take the Drake. That's gonna be third Drake. Yeah, that's Misfits.
Just one more Drake, and they will take the soul.
Yeah, they are aiming to take that Infernal Soul. They really are. And they will be... I mean, they are pretty much unstoppable, but they will be just absolutely devastating.
They will be absolutely devastating. Here comes the teleport onto the bot lane.
Fishing.
Here comes Certus. Solar Flare misses, not connects with any targets, or not stuns anybody, but connect. Oh, Hustling with a flash initiation in there. Jackjaw is getting caught and not going to go down because Hustling is going down much more faster. Here comes the shockwave onto Woolite, but not going to do enough. It's a double kill for Woolite right now.
That's
Raven trying to get a triple kill. Oh, going to see a pentakill Tristana. Raven is down, a quadra kill on the chase. Memento getting stopped by Salata, Woolite going there. Give this man a penta. Pentakill!
Yes! Oh my god, yes, Woolite, you are the man! Pentakill! Oh my god, I'm so happy. This is the second pentakill we see in the LFL. Who took the first one? It was Azir. That's all I remember.
On Azir.
Oh my god,
right now, this pentakill is actually going to be maybe the end of the game.
It is going to be. It is. Look at it.
The second inhibitor is going down in the mid lane.
Oh my god. Oh, they're backing though. They're backing now. They still have 20 seconds of the burn buff, but they will back now because I'm not sure.
Because the Baron buff is going to wear off very, very soon.
Okay, yes, makes sense. But right now we have 2 pentakills in this LFL 2021, and both of them belong to Misfits Premiere. Misfits Premiere, what do you do with your players? That's what I want to ask. Because this is incredible.
You give them sweets after every single victory, apparently.
Maybe they only feed them after every victory. You know, it can work 2 ways like that.
Oh, and in the meantime, look at this. Jackjaw is getting caught in there again with the Schlatten. There was a shockwave and a solar flare. Something is happening. I think Schlatten is actually might be going down. Yes. Very good. Shadows and the continuation of the fight. Woolite is there again for the cleanup and cleans it up. Takes Smiley down as well.
Quadra kill
again. No penta for you, but that's an ace. And Misfits Premiere. Right now, they're going to take the first Nexus Tower down, the second Nexus Tower down, and they're going to take the Nexus and go into the finals against KC.
They are going into the finals because right now Misfits Premiere have proven yet again what we already actually know pretty well, but we needed another proof of it. Polska Górą is really unstoppable in this season. You can see so many good Polish players this season, but Misfits Premiere is just a team on a completely different level. Just absolutely brilliant, and I'm really happy for them, and I am so much looking forward for the finals.
Going to be amazing.
Legendary. Finally a worthy opponent.
The worlds collided today. Just imagine what's going to happen tomorrow, because right now, with this victory, Team Misfits advance into the finals, and they're going to square off with the arch nemesis of LFL 2021, Carmine Corp.
Oh,
and we will be here tomorrow at 6 o'clock, live to witness the worlds colliding.
Yes.
Planets burned and universes shaken, because the fight is real. Congratulations, Team Misfits. Definite congratulations, Team Vitality.Bee, for putting a great fight into the quarterfinals and the semifinals. And I am looking forward to see you with my colleague here, the beautiful, the amazing, the only Solari, in the final 6 o'clock tomorrow.
Yes, don't forget I was joined here by Brillman, and tomorrow I will be joined by him yet again, because tomorrow, the finals. Please be with us, please watch this with us, please. We really need to share this experience together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you tomorrow. The finals, the final best of 5 series of LFL 2021. Again, my name was my name was okay, I had a mental breakdown.
His name was Brillman.
Yes.
Was a pirate. Okay, still is Brillman. Fine, he'll manage.
Yes, it is still Brillman.
My name was Solari. Now my name is Jack Troll's #1 fan. That's how you can call me from now on. And we will be here tomorrow with you to watch the finals.
Absolutely. See you.